Ladies and gentlemen, Hoteps and Hotepettes, we are live with another episode of KeMedicine. I am joined by the Pimps of Polarity, the duo of dynamism, the killers of keto, and the soldiers of science. I am joined on KeMedicine 21, episode 21, with Dr. Tanei Ricks and Dr. EnQi.
Man, that's a blessing.
Oh, that number's going up.
We back, fresh off a Hotep Con. Nice and refreshed, kinda. Some of us are beat down after this weekend. 19 missed calls from EnQi on what we ate this weekend. We ain't gonna tell them what we ate, chat. We ain't gonna tell them what we had.
I heard the Cancun rules apply. What happens there stays there.
Big facts. Big facts. So, EnQi, did you hear about the unfortunate assassination of Charlie Kirk?
Wow.
He's just been the grip here with that shit too. Oh my god,
Man, like, that's how you gonna do me? Like I'm Charleston White? Like, get ready to do me like I'm Charleston White. That's crazy. I'll say this. I haven't got super deep into that universe because, I got you and some of my other brothers that are more politically astute, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely awake, so me and Chase, we definitely had to have a conversation about the Amazon situation, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was something
Amazon.
that, yeah,
What happened with Amazon?
with Charlie Kirk, the book that came out the day before.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got a zillion books on Amazon, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I that just was super puzzling. Like, I'm saying, it was I seen it went crazy viral on the internet, but for me, I'm like, wait a minute. I know for a fact it's at least 24 to 72 hours before you get a date.
Right.
So how would somebody be able to post that 2, 3 days before the situation? Like, that was crazy. I was like, that's one of them ones right there. That's tougher than a UFO.
Wow. So you decided not to condemn the shooter and just jump straight to the tinfoil kufi take.
Yeah. Right to the aluminum foil. I mean, the shooter is he with them people. He's with the protected class. So how much trolling can you do? Like, ain't he with them, ain't he with them people? As far as I know, you know what I'm saying? He was a nice young man, grew up in a good household, religious, background, and he was mentally he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, and so he went to college, and some folks got their hands on him, and what they call in the neighborhood, back in the days, they turned him out, and
Turned him out. That's a interesting choice in words there. Turned him
yeah,
out.
these are a hodgepodge of loose social media splashes that I've sewn together to give you an answer to your question. You throw me on the hot spot 10 seconds into the video. So, Iggy, most troubling news in the world. What's your take? Oh man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We gotta cover all bases. I didn't know if you heard about it or what you thought about it, but I definitely wanted to get your take on it all.
I mean, I I mean, it's America. It's we have white America, black America, so Charlie Kirk was a polarizing, you know, internet social media guy, styled as a politician and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think most people now are internet people.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so because everything is internet driven, you kind of you get into a space where saying crazy things gets you larger audiences and larger audiences. And I don't know, I don't know, you know, it's I don't know, it's difficult to break that type of addiction.
Take your time now.
No, I'm just saying it's difficult to break that type of addiction, you know, getting addicted to audiences, larger and larger and larger audiences where you say crazier and crazier things. So, I know that people hate him. I know people love him. You know what I'm saying? I seen the TMZ folks, they in trouble because they went crazy cheering for him. Oh yeah, he got killed. Yeah. Didn't know the cameras was rolling. I thought that was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that they was cheering for, but I thought it was good that they got a taste of their own medicine. Like the paparazzi got paparazzi. Like they got caught candidly on camera in a moment. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Mm-hmm.
what they built their whole engine on, catching other folks in candid moments on the camera. So, um, I mean, it was a
I
it
just
was
want
a
to let you know that if you even began to say something crazy, I was gonna mute your mic. I was just gonna change the subject and just mute your mic. I was not gonna let you ruin my career or Tanai's career. So I just want to let you know I'm proud of you for the response you just gave us. Shout out to EnQi for being media aware.
You see how HJ tried to trap EnQi and then act like he saved him? Like, I'm glad that you didn't answer this fucked up question I just answered. Like,
right. And said
like this.
being media aware, and I have no idea that I was, yeah. So I guess when you say a bad answer, that's not media aware. When you say a good answer, media aware. I'm just calling it down the line, like, Murder Mook, 30 Hitman Holla this weekend, Terrence Crawford got there's a lot going on this weekend. Drake leak, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
Hotep
just
Con.
Hotep Con.
Hotep Con, Illicit Con was happening.
We almost hit all parts of the globe, but the only thing we're missing now is Asia.
That's crazy.
We had white, black, and Spanish there. Now we just need in all genders too. We don't have any Latinas though, but
You said all genders. What does that even mean?
male and female. That's all of them.
Okay. Now
But all genders from all races. So male, female, black,
got you.
male,
Right.
female, white. It's like Pokemon. Got to collect them all.
Man, we about, what are we, 5 minutes in?
Tonight,
Rough night.
go ahead and condemn the killer and let's get that on record to make sure.
Listen, I ain't finna say shit, first of all, because I done seen too many. I've seen too many people at universities getting packed up within the last 2 days. I'm good. I have no opinion.
Getting packed up for condemning the killer?
No, getting packed up for just sharing their opinions on social media. Like, look, man, this is the thing that people gotta realize. It's free to shut up. You can be quiet at any time. Like nobody's
Wow.
holding a gun to your head to tell you to say anything. So I'm gonna exercise that right now.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, all of that. I like what I do.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did we just stumbled across something? is everybody on Earth right now under arrest? Are we living in a like Black Mirror psyop state of being arrested, right? Like, are we all under arrest right now? Because right now we are really living in a situation where it's like anything you say can and will be used against you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's very nasty right now. Very nasty.
But
So
if we add Charlie Kirk getting shot to everything happening around it, and we start to add that to other situations like rappers going to jail for lyrics and just if we start splashing other stuff together, it's kind of you this man, it's kind of crazy out right now.
the one thing I will say that I don't that I don't particularly like about like just this whole internet culture is the rush to use stuff for content. Like everything doesn't have to be content, man. Like I just and I think I even said this in the chat. Like, I really hope that when it is my time to go, I'm around people that love me and ain't no fucking cameras around because like y'all not gonna be using my death as content. You feel me? Like it's just like within like 10 minutes of this man getting shot, we got all pictures, we got all angles, all the videos. Like you just see everything in 4K, and it's just like, damn, we have no respect for human dignity at this point, man. It's kind of nasty. Like I just I can't rock with that. Like I can't rock with like it's everybody has to use everything for content, and it's just like, man, think about it. That was your granny, that was your granddad, or something like that. Like, would you want them all on Front Street like that? No. So like I just try to indulge in stuff like that. Like, and plus that puts a lot of anxious energy on your spirit, man. I'm not trying to
So
get down
That's
with that.
crazy because I was definitely gonna live stream your shit. We live from Tanai's funeral. I'm on kick. Look at Tanai, look great in the casket, don't he? Now I know not to do that. I just wanted to. Now that I know your wishes.
Yes, don't do that. I will haunt your ass for the rest of your life. As long as you still here, little ghost tonight gonna be following you. Yeah, yeah, motherfucker. You thought we were done? No, this life and the next.
Yeah, the grifting was crazy. Grifting was crazy online.
yeah, it's wild out here in these streets right now.
Mm-hmm. Your boy Dame Dash going viral, double viral. You heard he bought Bad Boy Records, right?
Are you what? You just making that up. You trolling.
He bought Revolt. Or he's gonna buy Revolt.
Dame Dash?
Dame Dash.
That's not true.
He the chairman of Revolt TV, and he about to buy it in 30 days.
Not true. That's not true.
That's
The
what
way
he
just
said.
plainly said that's not true. That's not true.
That's what he said.
Yeah, but that can't be true though.
Vibe magazine published it.
Oh man, them people trying to hurt that man, bro. See, listen, this is what I'm saying.
He chairman of Revolt for 30 days, EnQi.
You gotta chill, ain't shit. Listen, I don't know Dame directly, but we've had people in common over the years.
Okay.
And I just don't see how that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like he just did bankruptcy and declared he only had a net worth like a $4,000 or $400 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's his personal name, but he got other corporations and bank accounts and stuff and trusts and offices.
Right. And so at that point, right, when you're doing that, like you supposed to like keep that on you're not supposed to be like, how fake y'all really has some money. Like what you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, you're supposed to keep crying and, lay low like, like 50 did when 50 went bankrupt.
But his stuff is already behind him. His bankruptcy already behind him. It's already done and filed.
This is why we go into jail a lot. It's a lot of us we go into jail.
Tonight, how
I don't know how we could transition from a conversation where we talking about like always being under a microscope to his bankruptcy is behind him. Like no, it's never really like behind you. It's like 5 minutes ago. It's like 2, 3 weeks. It's like 2 months. It was like right. You're just and
well,
what's going to happen is, and what's possible to happen is anyway, you got some folks that because when you do the bankruptcy, it's like your debts get consolidated and kind of smoothed over, but some folks may not be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And then you pop out like, I really had a few million. And then, you could find yourself, at the minimum, you might find yourself with some brand new interest and enemies. So, I mean, if Dame Dash buys Revolt, I think that's amazing for him. But like the loud announcement and then, like that, I don't know. I don't see how that works. Said it's in Vibe magazine.
Well, he said Charlemagne's gay. His OG is Wendy Williams.
That was funny.
But those are not new things.
That was funny.
And he's chairman of Revolt TV.
Yeah, those are not new things. I'm not saying that those are accurate or true things. I'm just saying that that's just New York information. We've known about the special relationship Charlemagne and Wendy Williams has for a long time.
I wish I had a relationship with Wendy Williams.
Yeah, Wendy Williams. I think she put Charlemagne on early on in his career.
She got some gazoombas.
And I don't know. Illuminati theorists went a wide variety of directions. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, it was rumored that she had some evidence on Puff. That would be interesting. So I'm just saying, you're stringing along. People out there watching this video, I just want y'all to know that HJ is very surgical as he's moving through these things. So he goes from Dame Dash buying Revolt, which is Puffy's business, then mentioning Dame Dash attacking Puffy's enemies. So what are we saying? Like Dame Dash is Puffy's underboss? Is that what we're doing?
No, I didn't. I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, that's something
like
that's just something you made up.
I don't know. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like we leading there.
No,
taking over his old business, taking on beef with his old ops.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's why, I'm checking it with you to see, if you heard about it. I guess you didn't see the Breakfast Club interview that's going viral right now. You might want to check it out. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, Breakfast Club is, I don't know. Breakfast Club fell off since, no, they did. Since Polite got DJ EnQi locked up.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, Dame brought that shit up.
Yeah, that was
Dame said he involved in a RICO. EnQi involved in a RICO.
No, that's something new. That's something new EnQi involved in with the record labels.
A word?
No, I'm saying Ron Artest brought Polite onto the Breakfast Club.
Right.
And when Polite was on the Breakfast Club, he was talking that Scammy Davis Jr. real estate talk.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ EnQi was really like, oh, wait a minute, explain to me, show me how to do that. And then Polite was breaking it down to him. And, when I seen the video, I was like, man, this guy he's infectious, man. DJ EnQi, you going down. You know how I be saying, like, yo, you going to jail.
He going to jail now.
And it was crazy because a few years later, EnQi wound up in a real estate scam going to jail. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. The Polite effect is wild. You know what I'm saying? But since that, I just kind of like Breakfast Club kind of cooled off for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, DJ EnQi, you done let brother Polite take you down? Like, that's crazy.
It's nasty work. Tanei, what was your experience like at HotepCon? Did you enjoy yourself? Is some memorable moments? What's your HotepCon recap?
Oh man, HotepCon was great. Very very happy to meet everybody. I had some really cool conversations, man. Only thing I like really my only downside is that it went longer, man. Like I really wish that we had a chance to, really talk and meet new people and really just, it felt like a family reunion, man, but it was like a family reunion that just didn't quite last long enough, So like this, it kind of make you look forward more to like the next Hotep Con, but you know, I got to meet a lot of people from chat. Y'all were amazing. It was really cool to talk to y'all. Really cool to hang out with y'all. And just seeing the progression, man, because like we've said this before, but we've been knowing each other for like 10 years. So to see the progression from Ali Shakur to the woke water to the grifties, the hotep con, and like seeing it as something that has gotten this big, and seeing just the swaths of people that came from all ethnicities, backgrounds, belief systems. It was really cool, man. I mean, you should definitely pat yourself on the back for that, to be able to bring all these people together and be able to show them what, like, how beautiful life is, man. That's really what I got out of the weekend, is that life is absolutely beautiful. We have a lot to be thankful for, and just being able to be around so many different people and share these different ideologies and just meet different reflections of yourself. Like that's really what I took away from the weekend, besides a massive hangover at 11 o'clock on Saturday. Besides that, it was definitely an experience, and I'm looking forward to that and the grifties. So yeah, no, Hotel Con was great.
I heard you did Aretha Franklin
I
at
wish I had
karaoke.
that vocal range, but I do not have that vocal range
What
to
song did
do
you do?
Aretha. I did a Red Hot Chili Pepper song, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just did a little classic rock. Well, I mean, it was classic for us now. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, karaoke was fun.
You told me you wasn't going up.
Okay, so what
So you
happened
had
was,
2 more drinks.
look, the demons, they followed us from Memphis to the stage. The gremlins, they were working in consort with them. So we had to, they start tapping you on the shoulder. You gotta go ahead and you gotta feed the demons, man. So we had to go up there and do it right quick.
I'm mad I missed that. Because I asked you if you was going up there. You said nah, and then I ended up waiting for Patriot J to go up, and then I stumbled out of there. And yeah, but EnQi, we had Bible study, prayer circle, and meditation this week. We did yoga. It was a beautiful experience.
That boy's surgical. That boy clean, boy. That boy clean. My man went right from stumbling out of the bar and drunk karaoke to fasting and cleansing. How cold.
I ain't gonna hold you. I had to hit that center when I came back home, dog. I was like, man, I gotta get some of this bad living out my system, dog.
What you hit?
That center leaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that center leaf, it'll get you right and get some of that bad living up out your system. So
I took a shot of turmeric before the weekend started. Elderberry and turmeric, and a glass of coconut water, and everything else. Anyway.
I think that was placebo, champ. I think that was placebo there. So.
No, I was heavy on the magnesium this weekend, man. Like, especially if you're gonna be drinking, like, magnesium is one of the best things you can bring with you. So yeah, I was heavy on the magnesium this weekend.
I keep forgetting about the magnesium. What is that? You need it to synthesize everything?
Well, so part of it is, when you go to the bar, they serve you them fruity drinks. So then, like, you got all the sugar. So then, like, you need the magnesium to metabolize the sugar. Then the alcohol is a magnesium diuretic, so you constantly peeing out magnesium. So being able to replenish them electrolytes, it helps with with decreasing your hangover symptoms and just making sure that your electrolyte balance is where it need to be. So
Is that why I get cotton mouth after hitting the blunt a few times? I'm like, is that?
I'm saying it's surgical, boy. He just know how to put the content together.
I'm
Go
just
from stumbling out the joint drunk to fasting and praying, right to the treatment for hangover, and then
cotton mouth. I had cotton mouth. I just wonder, what is the magnesium got anything to do with that? It was just H2O.
I don't know about that. I can't speak on that.
That was crazy because it just was like I had no liquid in my mouth. Pause.
Sometimes you say pause, like it still can't save the statement. Like the statement is still just gonna be wild. And you just gotta accept that. At that point, you just gotta let it rock and just be okay with it. It's okay.
Timing is everything, man.
We still love you, man. It's all good. It's all good. We know it's a fresh salad. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Timing is everything. Sometimes it's just the timing on the statement. Like the statement might just, it could fly, it could just timing be crazy. But so Terrence Crawford though.
Diabetes. How to treat and what to eat.
How to treat diabetes?
So magnesium fits in perfectly with that because it helps you process carbs.
Wait, what carbs got to do with diabetes?
Diabetes is the inability to process carbs correctly.
Whoa.
Well, no. Magnesium is so important in terms of diabetes that magnesium deficiency presents almost the same symptoms as diabetes.
Magnesium deficiency.
Yeah.
Almost presents the same as diabetes.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there are a lot of people that may be running around that may be, pre-diabetic space that just may be insanely magnesium deficient.
And that's easy to achieve in standard American diet between all the foods that got a lot of fat, got a lot of sugar, not a lot of fiber. Then the alcohol, that's is super easy to be deficient in magnesium.
Yep. Sidebar, you know what, EnQi, I found out today? The GLP-1s is the new flat tummy tea, man. They about to have the chicks out here pushing them things. It seemed like anybody could just make one of these and just put it out there. You don't need no approval or nothing.
I don't know what you mean.
I seen a regular chick today post an affiliate link to some GLP-1 stuff, and it wasn't Wegovy, it wasn't Hims, it wasn't Ro, it wasn't Ozempic, it was some just other peptide.
Oh, what? So if we go back to the gold rush, right? We go back to the gold rush.
San Francisco, okay.
Yeah.
What was that, 1874?
Something like that, you know what I'm saying? America has always had that.
1848 to 1855.
Yeah, we've always had that that vibe where a person strikes oil and then everybody runs to the oil field to start digging. So that right there is a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna see a lot of that. Sickest country in the world driven by obesity and diabetes. Diabetes and obesity is the drivers of America's disease problem.
Oh,
the drivers of
say that. Hold on, we gotta capture that as one whole sound bite. Wait 2 seconds after I'm done talking and say that one more again.
Diabetes and obesity is the drivers of American disease problems. Take it away, Stan.
He's learning. He's learning. He's evolving. He's realizing what you got to do for the content. We teaching the old dog some new tricks.
Let's go, EnQi.
Yeah, that's a fact. So this country is now a gold mine, unfortunately, for disease opportunity.
A gold mine for disease opportunity.
This country is now a gold mine for disease opportunity. Take it away, Stan. Yeah.
Man, sound like educational Barry White.
People are now seeing that they can come here and the culture is getting sicker by the day, and it's on autopilot because most people think they have some sort of fitness regimen going. And the crazy thing is the more time and money we spend on getting healthy, the sicker the population gets. So yeah, it's...
You know how crazy it is to get money? You could come to America, act like you finna create a drug, raise a whole bunch of money, never publish a single successful drug, and still sell the company. Vivek Ramaswamy. Sorry, got a little something in my throat. Yeah, this is the...
What is going on?
This is the gold mine of disease in America.
Yeah, that's kind of what the research foundations are built on too, where that's kind of like so one of the things that's really difficult about being a new researcher is, say you have an idea that's really, really good, right? But you're at a small school, you have a small research budget, you have a small research team or whatever. As soon as you publish that result, if it's, say it's a result that's really good, but for some reason you can't patent protect it, right? Then you have all the big labs come in and then they start doing everything that you can't do because it's just sheer manpower. Then they start to take what you built, like your foundation, and then they start to just wash you out of the whole space because they can just do stuff faster than you can. So that whole, it's gonna happen like that too with the GLP-1s. Like, are you gonna wash out the original companies? No, because the original companies have the manpower to do that. But that concept of, hey, we have this big picture thing that we figured out can do all of these things, and you have everybody else trying to come in to take a little bit of the pie. That's very common. That's very, very common in the research space. And it's in a way it's smart, right? Because somebody invested, well, if you're looking at it from a purely revenue based standpoint, because you don't have to go through the rigor of R&D. Somebody else already did it for you. All you got to do is recreate the process, make a couple small tweaks here, and then it's just branding. It's branding and marketing and being able to get it into specific niches, for the crunchy moms or for the dog moms, the plant moms, the whatever, the overworked moms that got 5 kids, you tired of doing meth. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever space you in, they'll be able to find a branding angle for you. And that's helpful for the monetary aspect, but it's not really helpful for the innovation aspect.
Yeah.
So right now, that is the pie is like self-baking. Self-baking and it's like a Harry Potter pie. I don't know if y'all was into the Harry Potter universe. I was into
So this is a magic pie.
It's a magic pie because as you're eating the pie,
It's coming
pie
back.
is replenishing itself. So there's no typically you think about, dividing market share and splitting the pie and woo woo, but in this scenario with the level of obesity and diabetes in America,
It's GOP paradise.
it's man, it's crack in the 80s. It's the San Francisco gold rush. It's tech in the 90s. It's like it's one of those moments. The thing is, it's just so transparent and just it's just like so crazy that it's like blatantly built on death. You know what I'm saying? And black and Spanish people at the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Spanish
like it's
people at the
always a lot
bottom
of
of it.
bodies. It's
Wait, what
always a
you?
lot of bodies though.
Wait. How do Spanish people get in this conversation?
Well, yeah, they suffering.
You said they're at the bottom.
Yeah, with black folks.
Okay.
With the diabetes and the obesity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
Well,
Spanish
they
folks.
they technically are cousins, so their body's gonna respond to
Yeah.
things
And
that's
they got
similar.
they be having a lot of liver issues.
Right.
Liver issues. So, fatty liver disease.
Mm.
So, but that's what I'm saying is like whenever you have any of those, you know, situations where it's like a money rush, it's always a lot of dead bodies, that, it's a lot of, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, you know what I'm saying? And people making a lot of omelets, breaking a lot of eggs, you know what I'm saying? This is like super transparent. Like, hey, you do know we're not helping any of these people with the GLP, right? We're just
Well, they slimming down. They getting skinny.
okay.
So they helping. They helping in some way, right?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Here we go.
No. Just a hypothetical. Say you know somebody that was smoking crack, right?
Okay.
And
So far, the story is really good. Keep going.
yeah. They smoking crack, or maybe let's go shooting heroin. Let's go shooting
Oh,
heroin.
that sounds like more fun.
Yeah, let's leave the black community. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Right in my veins. Let's
Matter of fact,
go.
let's leave the Spanish community with the heroin. Let's go to the meth. Maybe you know a meth addict.
Meth is amazing.
Interesting. So you know a meth addict, and the meth person is doing. I know very little about meth. The meth person is doing 20 meths a day. I don't even know if that's the unit of meth. They're doing 20 units of meth a day.
Go to the deal. I would like 10 meths, please.
Yeah. Yeah, who got the meths out here? It's the method. METH. So now somebody comes out with a drug and goes, listen, we're going to cure all the meth addicts.
Okay.
And people go, yeah, it's amazing. You're going to break the cycle of addiction. So now we can get all these people that were addicted to meth off of meth.
Yeah.
And the drug company goes, no, who said I was going to do that? I just have a drug that, allows you to do all the meth you want to do, but you can still go to work and deal with your children like normal.
Sign me up.
GLP.
Damn.
GLP. I could still eat me two whole large family-sized pizza pies with 12 cans of soda and, a box of Krispy Kreme. I could still knock that out every day. Yes. And you can take your
where is
GLP
that?
shot and look like you're straight.
So where's that? That stuff has to go somewhere if it's not going in the GLP-1 bucket.
What do you mean?
The stuff, the pies, the sodas. Where's it going? Previously, it was turned to fat. It was making you fat. Now it's not making you fat. That stuff has to go somewhere.
Yeah, so it's not making you fat. This is definitely still making you fat. You just eat. Well, I don't know, man. It's supposed to curb your cravings, so you shouldn't. Theoretically, when you start taking it, you shouldn't be craving all that stuff. But it's the problem when you come off of it is when you start craving again. Plus, your body's not able to process it like it's supposed to, so you never really fix the root problem. And you made it worse because you disabled your body from being able to try to handle it in its weakened state, but now you further weaken it by like not introducing it at all. So when you come off the GLP-1s, that's why people rebound harder because you never fix the main problem to begin with, which is your body cannot process carbs.
Let me ask you a question, HJ.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing people do when they want to like get healthier and lose weight, or maybe they're sick and so they want to change their diet for healthier? Like what's the first thing people do?
Get a gym membership January 1st with their New Year's resolution.
Okay, what else?
Buy a blender.
Okay, keep going.
Make smoothies.
Yep, keep going.
Take before and after pictures.
Okay, you're going in the opposite direction. Let's get back to the actual.
Get on the scale and weigh themselves.
Okay, all of these things are part of changing. So what happens is all of those things go away, and you get just put into a space where, yeah, you can just do the
Oh,
things
so
you enjoy.
instead of creating a lifestyle of discipline and health, you've now just jabbed yourself to get the benefits and all the other benefits
The
you
no,
miss
no, no,
out
no.
on.
The superficial surface level benefits,
Right.
because you're still you know there's going to be a very small percentage of people, like there always is. There's always a small percentage of people that take advantage of an innovation
Mm.
and use it to empower themselves. But 90%, 99, 95, the vast majority is always going to do the lowest common denominator thing. So, um, yeah, they just, why shouldn't I have this lasagna and these donuts right now? Like, why shouldn't I? I'm
Mm.
going to take the shot. I'm going to, like, so even if it curbs my appetite, so I have less calories, or like, because I'm going to live in Pinocchio's pleasure island, most of my
Pinocchio had a pleasure
calories.
island?
Yeah, you remember they went to the thing with the arcade and the
Mm.
candy and
I don't remember that part.
yeah, and then Geppetto tried to go save him, and that's how Geppetto got swallowed by the whale.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the whale. I don't remember that Epstein Island part. I don't remember that part.
You just went into Epstein. See, and listen, crazy thing is, the crazy thing is it's low hanging fruit because it always been sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? When we go back and we review some of these stories, some of this stuff crazy. I was reviewing it, going through the situation, the Drake and Kendrick, and I was like, wait a minute, pedo. We have a pedo making a boy toy. Like, what is that's it.
Geppetto. Oh shit.
Like, yo, this could be crazy.
He making a little boy
Facts. I was like,
that he can control
yeah, and play with.
and play with.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, sounds like the Pinocchio thing is wild. The deeper we look into Pinocchio, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some
Deep
crazy
you look into a
stuff.
lot of that Disney stuff, man. It's kind of crazy. Have y'all ever seen the time lapse of them drawing some of the Disney characters?
Yup.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a real nasty little rabbit hole to jump down into.
They got a dick on the Little Mermaid cover.
It's another one that's like that too. I think it's Lady and the Tramp.
Yup.
Well,
They spell sex in Lion King in the sky.
well, I mean, isn't tramp like isn't that
Oh, Lord Jesus.
yeah, isn't tramp already like a sexually explicit term?
Yeah.
It's a dog with an OnlyFans account.
Lady in the Tramp sound crazy off the gate. Like that sound like an old Vanessa Del Rio's movie, like Ron Jeremy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Moderized said Disney stole all those stories anyway, for real. Damn. Yeah. So
Land of the Fee, land of the Fee, home of the wage.
wait, what?
Land of the Fee, home of the wage.
What's that?
America.
Damn.
Land of the Fee, home of the wage.
Damn. You got a lot of sound bites tonight. You must be recharged or some shit. You got the red, white, and blue on today too, looking all patriotic, paying tribute to America.
That's the shirt, man. He look like Captain Planet. He be like getting some rays charging up, man.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I'm down like 40-some pounds this year so far.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Trying to do
Feeling
something.
good now. Feeling good. I see you dropping the fitness videos in the gymnasium.
Trying to do something, round 2 something. You know? Yeah.
We got single white women in Hotepistan if you're interested.
I just got divorced. Listen, that's why I'm not in any condition to be in public right now. Like I just got divorced. I would definitely do the wrong thing. I would make the worst choices, like whatever those choices are. A, B, C, or D. I'll be choosing like E, all the above.
So diabetes is your body's inability to digest carbs properly. Fact check true, EnQi?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
It's an energy system problem. So you break I try to simplify the body to the physical body and then the energy that animates it. So you got two aspects.
Okay.
And so yeah, diabetes is an energy problem. And then in the space of energy, that's where obesity is like the fraternal twin of diabetes. Because diabetes is your inability to properly produce energy, and then obesity is your inability to properly retrieve stored energy. So
metabolism.
And then the cousin that come over on the holidays is cancer. Yeah, cellular respiration. Like my first really big tip into like understanding cancer was the fact that I was reading some papers and it just popped out to me. I was like, wait a minute. Cancer cells have, and I went back through, I'm like, this couldn't have been sitting here in all these papers all this time. And sure enough, cancer cells have way more insulin receptors than other cells. I think that is one of the standout traits of cancer cells.
Why does that matter?
That cancer cells have more insulin receptors?
Yeah.
Because that directly relates cancer to diabetes.
Why?
Because diabetes, okay, so insulin is the hormone that allows us to open up our cells and get the glucose in there.
Okay. So insulin allows the glucose into the cells.
Correct. And so for a long time, diabetes, or at least type 2 forms of type 2 diabetes have been considered, insulin resistant. So most of the focus was surrounding insulin. And although people, early on were noticing a link between diabetes and cancer, it wasn't clearly defined.
So the cancer cells are sucking up the insulin?
Absolutely.
So, quick caveat on that. So, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, where I said one of the ways that your body tries to desensitize you to overproduction of something is upregulating the kinds of receptors for the specific molecule to kind of dilute it. That directly shows you that cancer cells are not trying to kill you. They're trying to save you, but they're reacting to the environment. Because you're in a high insulin environment, now the receptors on the cancer cells are upregulated to now respond to the abundance of insulin that's in the environment. It just so happens that that is also coupled to an increase of taking in carbs and then also lowering the pH of the environment because they go through glycolysis so fast. So the lowering of the pH of the environment also is what brings about the disease states, because when you're in those low pH environments, they're also generally accompanied by low oxygen environments, and that's the time when the other microorganisms that are in the area can proliferate, things like fungi and bacteria, viruses, things like that. So that's a direct response to the environment, and the that's your body trying to mitigate the response that's happening. That's why I keep telling people, man, your body's not trying to kill you. Your body's trying to save you. It may look like it's trying to kill you, but I promise there's a purpose for these things happening.
Glycolysis?
Glycolysis is the process of us breaking down sugar, essentially, or the process of us breaking down glucose.
Yeah, see, I totally disagree.
What?
Okay, let's hear it.
I think that your body is definitely trying to kill you. Yeah, I tell people all the time, like, your body will lose trust in you and try to kill you. You have been trying to kill it, so it is now fighting back.
So this is the get back, huh?
This is the get back.
It's like, oh, you just been fucking around all your life, huh? It's time to get your ass the fuck up out of here.
You done built up tar levels in the lungs. You done built up all kind of sludge and triglycerides and, glycation in the blood. You just tearing up the place. Now the body fighting back. The body is fighting back. Like, now we got to get homeboy up out of here, man. He's bugging. We got to get homeboy up out of here. He's going to kill us. We got to get him before he get us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I disagree. I believe the body is like cancer cells is leading the revolution. Like, no, we're no longer participating. We're doing our own thing. It's like having a union rep meeting. Like, hey, is anybody else unhappy with the pay we're getting? The working conditions are terrible. And we're stopping. In fact, we're going to take care of our families on our own. We're out of here.
Tanei, is that accurate in your opinion?
So I get what he's saying. My only counterpoint is that when you reverse the conditions, then generally, if the body's not too far gone, then those conditions will also reverse too.
Think about that. That's absolutely what I'm saying, and it absolutely works that way, and it works that way in the big world, right? If we have people at a place and they're working, and the working conditions are crazy and it's deplorable, and yeah, you're gonna have people rebelling and acting a fool.
I mean, that's like your car's engine, your check engine light being on. The car not trying to kill you, is trying to tell you, hey, you need to check and see what's going on here so we can get back to working right.
The car can't think for itself.
Fair.
People can think for themselves. If they're working at a place and the working conditions crazy, they're getting ready to protest. They're getting ready to protest. They're getting ready to leave that company. They're getting ready to take over that company. They're getting ready to riot. They're getting ready to act a fool.
I don't know. It's a lot of people that stay unhappy in their jobs for a real long time.
It's levels of
because they used to it.
Listen, there's levels of unhappy. And then if we go and zoom in on the behavior of cancer cells and how they recruit and change other healthy cells over and build tumors, and then from there, they start to spread to other areas and flipping healthy cells to cancer cells. Yeah, those cells are not participating with the body's blueprint. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, so but at that point, everything that you're doing to the body is not really participating with the body's blueprint. I think that's the central. I think that's the central point of the argument.
Right.
Which
brings me back to
But in the central sense, your body is not trying to kill you. It is responding to what you're doing. Now, if you are doing things that may be deleterious, yeah, it's gonna respond. But I mean, once you start to put it in a better environment, then your body is also gonna respond to that.
Right, but I don't know. We just may have to agree to disagree because I definitely think your body's trying to kill you.
Right now?
No, not everybody.
Oh,
People
just when
who
you're in
are
a cancerous state?
consistently- Well, and other conditions too. If you don't
Diabetes.
take care of your body will get you. Like your body's going to get you. You can't get away from it. That's the everlasting altar.
Isn't it more of a higher population of bad cells versus good cells? Isn't that really what we're talking about here? That what disease is? Because you have so many just dysfunctional cells and broken cells and non-functional cells and junk cells and not enough healthy cells to fight the war.
Well, not always exactly. It's just conditions that the cells live in.
Yeah, it's the environment. It's more the environment.
It starts with the micro life. So we have a condensed saying where we say the 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3 is your body's population of bacteria, yeast and fungi, and viral segments, the viral population. Everybody has a viral load they're carrying around.
I got a real viral load.
So depending on how well you take care of that micro population, they're gonna however you take care of them, that's gonna translate over to your cells.
Your bacteria and microbiome need DEI.
And then you got your microbiome, your fungiome, and your virome. And then that's going to translate over to your cell population. And then your cell population, well, that's, whatever they feel is what you feel. So, it's really about taking care of those populations.
They feel what you feel.
Or you feel what they feel, rather. Because when the cells start going crazy, that's where your symptoms come from. So the micro population, you're not going to necessarily feel what they feel.
So what's this environment you're talking about? Tanei said it's really the environment. What is that? Is that the blood? But the blood's made up of cells. So what is this environment you speak of?
No, the blood is confined to your circulatory system. The blood is a part of creating the environment per se that the majority of your cells live in. But so you have that, but it's hydration, it's oxygen, it's nutrient levels, it's.
So what's the environment?
Circulating. Okay, let me start again.
All of this is the environment?
Yeah, hydration, oxygen, pH, right?
Wait. I got to picture this. I'm a visual learner. Hydrate. All right, so basically
all right, let's go back to people.
We got some water.
Water. Yeah, air, water, what you eat. Your cells have to do the same things, you know what I'm saying? So,
but that's not my environment. Like I drink water. My water isn't my environment. My environment is the air and my home.
Water is absolutely a part of your environment. We live in a water-based planet.
No, we don't, sir. We live in
a water-based body too.
There's no water inside my home, sir. I don't have a pool. I don't swim upstairs.
How you take a bath this morning?
I didn't.
How are you breathing?
You know what? I walked into that.
How are you breathing?
Myself for that because I knew that was gonna happen.
How are you breathing, sir?
How am I breathing?
Yeah.
I convert oxygen into carbon dioxide.
Where's the oxygen coming from?
The carbon dioxide.
No, you're not.
I mean the plants. The plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen.
Right. So your atmosphere. This atmosphere.
My
is
atmosphere is oxygen.
Atmosphere is water based.
The atmosphere is actually mostly nitrogen.
Facts.
Yeah, but it wouldn't exist without our water cycle. So it's a
What water cycle?
The water from the ground, and then it gets rare, it gets vaporized and turns into
precipitation.
clouds. Well, the clouds, and then we get precipitation.
Mm-hmm. Then you get runoff. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's all a part of the ionosphere, and on top of that, the magnetosphere, and translating energy into what we can use, and lightning to turn the nitrogen into nitric oxide and fertilize the soil, and this little piggy went to the market.
So water helps create the environment. Okay. All right. I'm trying to picture this as if I was, some sexy cell inside of my body, what that.
So this is what
like.
this is what they gave us in Kemet. Here's what they gave us in Kemet.
What they give us?
You had Shu and Tefnut.
Okay.
And then you had Geb and Nut.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Geb is the earth.
Okay.
Nut is his lady.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
His wife / sister. Just roll with it.
Because women are nutty. They're nutty. They're very crazy. Yeah. So all right. So we got a nutty bitch. Okay, keep going.
But Nut represents the water.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. But
so
nut.
Water is married to the earth.
Married to the earth. Okay. Water's married to the earth. Okay.
Now, when you get into problems with your lady, you know what I'm saying?
You break up.
Argue. You break. Well, you don't really break up, but she leave you for a little while and go stay with her parents.
And then I go get my side chick.
No. There's no side chick.
Oh, there's no side chick. Okay.
There's no side chick.
Oh.
You gotta relax, HJ.
Okay.
It's no Hotep-con. Yeah, just.
Because you said it was Tefnut, and and we got Tefnut. I thought Tefnut was the side chick. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's her mama.
Oh, that's her mama. Well, mama could get it too, but all right. So she goes stay with her mama. All right.
Correct.
Okay.
So water leaves the earth.
Okay.
And goes to stay with her parents.
Okay, that's up in the sky.
That's Shu.
That's the clouds.
And Tefnut, right?
Okay.
And then after some time, when her and Geb make up, she comes back and returns back to Geb.
Oh, hoes be crying when they come back. That's the rain. I see what the ancestors did. That's gangster.
They put the science into a little story. So we could just have the story and, communicate the science in the story.
That's genius.
Yeah.
That's genius. Wow. I love the ancestors. They was on one.
The cellular environment is, it's made up of...
hydration. Okay.
Hydration, oxygen, nutrients in general. You have melatonin and glutathione play a very big role.
Wait, okay.
And then you have inflammatory. So
I feel like you're missing magnetism and electricity.
No, I'm not. Magnetism and electricity are.
That's not the environment?
Not exactly, no. Magnetism and electricity are at the base. Everything sits on top of magnetism and electricity.
Okay.
Everything sits on top.
I got what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense.
But like just the physical environment,
But if I'm a certain charge, and then my environment has a different charge.
Pause. No chakra. Just want to make sure we don't do that. Pause.
What if I got a super high positive charge, and then I got all these negative cells around me that are just heavy on the electrons? Wouldn't we consider that environment?
You mean if you get struck by lightning?
No, no. Aren't there like molecules and stuff that when they combine with other molecules, they're looking for electrons and stuff like that, so they steal electrons and do shit like that?
Yeah, I was getting there. I was getting to inflammatory molecules coming up next. So then
Okay,
you,
so I'm right.
yeah, then you have but I'm starting out with the goods, the water,
Okay.
oxygen, nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have your inflammatory molecules, toxins, free radicals, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the stuff in between. And the stuff in between, we were kind of talking about the other day in class. We were talking about fast and detox killing you, and we got around to like peroxide
Right.
because your cells make a lot of peroxide.
Cells make a lot of peroxide. Okay.
Cells make a lot of
That
peroxide.
helps them keep things clean.
Not exactly. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? In small amounts, peroxide is, your body finds a way to use everything. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like the slaves start, making soul food out of scraps. You know what I'm saying? Like your
Mm-hmm.
body is super efficient at using everything.
Mm.
But yeah, hydrogen peroxide, it builds up in the cell and it destroys your cell from the inside out. And it's amazingly good at catching bodies without leaving any evidence. So, your cells have in the cytoplasm, you have NRF2. The NRF2 system defends the cell, protects the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the mitochondria, right, we have electron transport chain. As a part of those units, to protect those units and to facilitate the activity of those units, you have iron and sulfur clusters. The iron is there primarily for the electron transport action. The sulfur is there in the mitochondria, the same reason the NRF2 system is in the cytoplasm. The sulfur is a antioxidant. The sulfur is there to help, right? And so, like glutathione, glutathione is a sulfur-based antioxidant. Um, so you can have peroxide overproduction, and the peroxide will create a situation in your cell where the cell's antioxidants are used up just fighting off, interior problems so you walking around, you always getting an infection, you always getting, like your immune system is super fragile and you can't really, because you have internal boogeymen, you know what I'm saying? And that might be because catalase, you might have a catalase issue. You might not be taking care of your melanocyte population. Your melanocytes contribute heavily to the production of catalase. Catalase is an enzyme that turns peroxide back into, just regular water and oxygen. So peroxide is basically a water molecule with an extra oxygen added, right? And so you have peroxisomes, which are like, they're just like mitochondria, but they're the opposite. So where the mitochondria can be likened to Heru, the peroxisome can be likened to Set. And the mitochondria is where you're constantly recycling water and ATP. The peroxisome is constantly producing or recycling hydrogen peroxide. And so you need to have antioxidants on deck, you need to have catalase on deck, and catalase will basically grab those, you know, um, peroxide units and turn it back into water and oxygen. And that's where your body can use up a lot of copper, a lot of zinc. So there's sometimes people have issues with copper and zinc. But I found over time that the issue with the copper and zinc wasn't really an issue with the copper and zinc. It was a peroxide thing, because people do a lot of bleaching agents. And there's even foods that, can be like bleaching agents. So your catalase production ain't right. So your hydrogen peroxide, levels is going up. And so your body's trying to compensate with um, it's an enzyme slash antioxidant. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what type of book you're reading, but it's called superoxide dismutase, and there's a couple different forms of it, but it's primarily driven by copper and or zinc. And so your body will be using up a bunch of that to try to deal with the peroxide. So it's just a bunch of different invisible stuff that can go on that can set the environment and create a super stressful environment for the cells to be in. And if you ignore them for a long time, they're gonna start to
Try to kill you.
ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of time.
Tanei is what he said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what were you about to say? Go ahead.
Is what he said making sense? That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. It's making sense. The only thing I disagree with is that the magnetism is not part of the environment, and it's a very small gripe. But magnetism.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. No, you could. Let me
Wait,
tell you why
I'm
I
just saying.
disagree. Let me tell you why I disagree.
Wait, no, but
this is Charlamagne
Let me tell you why I
versus
disagree.
Dame Dash. That's what this is.
No. I'm not saying
need
magnetism is not a part of the environment, though.
We need EnQi to sit down and watch the Breakfast Club interview with Dame Dash. Dame Dash would not appreciate the way you conduct yourself in discussion, Dr. EnQi.
But
he would tell you to go seek a therapist, Dr. EnQi.
But I'm not saying magnetism and electricity.
You had your turn, sir.
Okay, I'm just saying for the record. Electricity.
Okay,
and
so
earlier
when HJ asked, was the electricity and the magnetism part of the environment? You said no.
No, I said it was
the base. You said it was the base. Okay, so it was just a misspeak. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. I said it's the basis of the environment. Like it's the foundation of the environment.
No, sir. Okay. No, you said I was wrong.
That's a lie.
Okay, I thought I heard that. I did hear you say no.
Chat, one in the chat if you heard Dr. EnQi say no. When I asked him was electricity and magnetism
of the environment.
No, you said no. You said no. You're wrong, HJ. You're stupid. Be quiet. Chat, isn't that what you heard?
He say all
that. That is a lie.
So Tanei, could you please explain to Dr. EnQi why you think magnetism is a part of the environments?
So, I mean, he probably does agree, and he probably just misspeak. I'm gonna give him some grace.
He getting old, we know.
Essentially, he sounds a little low energy today. It's okay. So,
he got allergies.
We actually do use a lot of techniques in organic chemistry to identify molecules, and one of the things that we do is based on magnetism. It's called nuclear magnetic resonance. And essentially what you do is you put, a sample of whatever your molecule is inside of a NMR spectrometer, and you shoot it with a magnetic pulse. And the magnetic pulse will make the nuclei inside of the elements flip. And so there's only a handful of elements that are what we call spin active. And so based on the kind of magnetic pulse you send to it, it can tell you about the magnetic environment that this particular nuclei is in. So we typically do it with hydrogen. Hydrogen 1H NMR is typically the standard NMR experiment that we use. And it's really interesting because just by sending a single magnetic pulse, it can tell you within reasonable certainty, especially if their molecule is not super complicated, it can tell you exactly what atoms are nearby just based on the fact that each one of these atoms has a unique fingerprint based on the kind of molecule it is and is directly correlated to the kind of magnetic environment that it's in.
Mm.
So just by, and you can change the different pulse frequencies, you can change pulse angles, the way that it hits the nuclei, and it's all based on how it absorbs this magnetic frequency, and it releases that energy over time in exponential decay. So the magnetism definitely has a role. And plus this also, so we talk about vibes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walk into a room and sometimes you get like a bad vibe.
Yeah.
It's because the magnetism in the room is not lining up with yours.
Mm.
And we used to be able to feel that. Some people still can feel that when you walk into a place, you either get a good vibe or a bad vibe.
I can
But
feel
that
it.
is directly related to aura, electricity and magnetism, and being able to feel those different feels and how they align or don't align with yours.
Mm. So follow me. If magnetism is a part of the environment, then magnesium is heavily involved with magnetism because it got magni in it.
Give me a hug.
It start with magnet, so magnesium gotta be magnetic.
No,
It's a metal.
no. It's yeah. Yeah. So, but going back to what I was saying, that's why I was saying magnetism is more part of the base as opposed to the environment, because things are acting in magnetism. Everything.
Magnesium is a metal. I just asked the Google Demons, nigga.
Right, but that's not
Magnesium is a metal, and what we know about metals is they're highly reactive to magnetic shit. I done seen X-Men, nigga. I know who Magneto is. I know when I see Magni, we dealing with magnets and metals, nigga. The hell you talking about, Netcha? Telling me, trying to make me look crazy, nigga. I can look shit up too. I got a keyboard, a mouse, and a computer screen. What is wrong with you?
And
It said
vaccine
right there,
industry.
magnesium
Listen.
is a metal. Let's
We got
just make
earth
sure
metals,
we
got-
know.
We got a wide variety of metals.
The
that are
Google
RDA.
Demon said magnesium is a metal, an
Right,
alkaline earth metal.
But what about all the metals that are not?
We
they don't
talking
start-
about magnesium,
Right, but what about all
magneto.
the metals that don't start with MAG?
We ain't talking about them right now. We talk about magnesium and magnetism.
This is gonna be a long episode, chat.
That's because HJ put me on the Charlie Kirk hot seat.
That was crazy to start the show off with. I'm not gonna hold you. That was very crazy to start the show off with. So anyway, as EnQi was saying, talking about magnetism being part of the basin, not the environment. Let's let Unc finish his statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, because everything has to act inside, just like people. You know what I'm saying? Magnetism is around us. We're bathed in magnetism, electricity, and light. But I wouldn't necessarily
Say that's the environment.
I wouldn't put those as the physical elements of the environment. I would say that the physical
Environment doesn't
elements
have
of
to
the
be
environment are
physical.
acting in the energy part. So remember earlier I simplified. I said you got the physical part of the body, and then you have the energy that animates that. I would put the electricity, the light, and the magnetism in the energy space.
So you got like the astral body is what you talking about? The chakra body?
I think we already did a pause. No chakra. I'm the chakra.
What's this other body?
Chakra.
It seemed like you talking about two bodies. I didn't see Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, his massa, she pushed the second body out the physical body. Is that the body you talking about?
Well, if we're having a different type of conversation, then that may come into play. But I'm just saying, in actual physics and anatomy and how your body works, you
There's
have your
two
physical
bodies.
body. No. You have your one body. You have your physical body, and
Okay.
then you have the energy that animates it, that allows it to move, that allows you to think and talk, and right? No energy, like a dead body is stiff. The physical part of that body is still there, but there's no energy animating that body.
So what's the energy that animates the body?
Well, you have kinetic energy and you have light.
Tanei, what's the energy that animates the body?
Kinetic energy and light.
Well, kinetic energy is just energy in motion.
Uh, nice to meet you again. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove.
But that's not, that is, that follows animation. That is not the beginning of animation. That is the
chicken or the egg,
expression of animation.
You have had, listen, you have had the greatest minds of all times have the chicken or the egg debate. But yeah, so there's that.
Wow. So kinetic energy is the chicken or the egg debate?
And, well, what you just, where you tried to go right there, like you have the animated thing, but the animated thing requires energy to be animated, but you need an animated thing to create energy. So
All right. So then light, what light is, what light is animating us right now? What photons and shit shooting around?
Besides the sun, that's right up there. Besides the sun? Like,
yes, besides the sun. Yes.
All of your cells, all of your metabolic function produces light inside your cells. So there's that. Your cells are all absorbing light. You have a wide variety of pigments. You have ATP.
Is that correct, Tanei?
Yeah.
There's light
Absolutely.
inside the body?
Yeah. The EnQi's talked about this ad nauseum. Yeah. Even the light that we can't see.
Yeah.
A lot of the light that we can't see, especially
HJ's
the infrared frequencies. Yeah.
HJ got a pile of them books right there. Trolling.
Let me make content. You just fucking focused on what the fuck you do. Let me do what I do. Don't worry about my job. You do your job. You talk science and you let me do my thing.
Oh.
Well, it was conjectured. It was considered quackery. It was considered pseudo. It was considered mumbo jumbo. It was considered woo. I'm trying to think of all of the different adjectives they use to describe things that people felt, but science could not substantiate. When we talk about this light inside the body, and I think it was 2017, maybe 2017 or 2011, something, where they first nailed down the moment of conception where sperm fertilizes the egg releases light.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the beginning. That's the grand opening.
Mm.
And then in May, I think it was May that just passed, or maybe March. It's a few months old. The scientific journals just released some papers on the fact that when a person dies, the light in the cells go out. And that's the technical moment of death, when the light in the cells go out.
Damn.
So there's a
So when they say
period,
lights out, that's a literal thing. It's lights out.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a full circle moment for me, because that's what got me interested in this. That's what pulled me into the space, was trying to add scientific validity to the crazy stuff that the older folks around me was talking about when I was young.
Right.
And all of the light bodies and all of those different concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's some science. There's definitely some science.
But you still haven't found the chakras in physics.
No, I've definitely found that the chakras are completely false. I've located the fact that the chakras are not an actual thing. chakras are not real. The
Tanei.
chakras are a gross misinterpretation. So if you go back to the Upanishads, which is
Upanishads.
where, this is the series of
Pakistan.
books. What you just said, you do what you do and let me do what I do. We're gonna get you out of so people at home, right? The source material on chakras is the Upanishads. This is where the chakras first appear, and this is where the concept begins.
Coming out of Pakistan.
I'm gonna get you to stop with Pakistan.
That's where it's from.
I feel like you're trying to DJ Khaled me right now.
That's where it's from.
DJ Khaled did an album release joint, and some folks rolled right up on him, was like, "Free, that's not it." But yeah, so the Upanishads is a book series, and I don't know if they want to, I think they want to do the India Near East thing. I think that's the more socially acceptable India Near East vibe.
Hold on, I'm wrestling with the Google demons.
I know.
Continue.
That's why I'm giving you. I want to see what they say. What the Google demons say about the Upanishads.
Cause see, I'm like kind of studying Indian history right now.
Are they confirming Pakistan?
They're not confirming Pakistan.
Okay, good. Okay, good job, Google demons.
But
good
when
job,
I wrestled with them, they're like, all right, you're on to something. Okay, they're saying I'm on to something because.
Okay. So you have convinced the Google demons to lie.
No, because Pakistan wasn't a thing when the Vedas was created. But the Vedas was created in that region that is now Pakistan. But the thing about the Vedas is
the Google demon to lie.
No, sir. I do my research. Okay, I do my research.
Are you considered a Moorish American?
Who, me?
Yes. Are you a Moorish national? Are you a card-carrying member of the Moorish national?
I am not.
Are you a Washator Moor?
I am not.
Okay. I'm just saying, because that's their language. Like, no, EnQi, you don't live in Michigan. What are you talking about? This is Turtle Island. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is a Mexican. I'm like, oh, I got you.
It is Turtle Island, though.
Got you. It's Michigan right now. I'm in Michigan. I get it. It might have been at some point when you were in charge of the security of the land, but you no longer have the weapons. The folks with the weapons determines the mind. And the mind state is the state. That's why we have mind state and state. You live in a state. So, yeah. But, so Upanishads, first set of books, and the chakra is the earliest use of the term chakra is wheel of light or circle of light. Right. And so I've had this conversation, I've had a bunch of debates on it, but there was no color to the light. Upanishads did not do that. So the idea that we have today where there's 7 chakras and it's Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I've blown so many people up in that ideology. I'm like, wait a minute. They're like, no, what you mean it's not real? It's chakras and red. I'm like, okay, do you know what red is? Like, yeah, of course I know what red is. I'm like, tell me what red is. It's a part of the electromagnetic spectrum. I'm like, which part? Visible light. I'm like, there you go. So where is the bright, glowing, visible red ball between your thighs? Because see, it's not in the X-ray, UV, it's not in the Wi-Fi. You're talking about visible light. Yeah, we'd be able to see it. That's why visible light's called visible light. That was all Madame Blavatsky foolishness.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's all Madame Blavatsky and the sex magic and you know that whole era. That was what that was. They came in with the sex magic in the 70s and the hippie parties and you know the LSD and you know they totally hijacked the original concept of chakra and turned it into something else.
Pakistan and India were historically part of the same geographic area known as the Indian subcontinent. The Indus Valley region, which is now in modern day Pakistan, was a center of early Vedic civilization where the foundation of these texts were established. So when I said these shits come from Pakistan, the Google demons told me no, and then they turned around and told me you are correct.
Hotep,
No,
you're a
they did
genius.
not.
HotepJesus.com.
That's what this shit just said.
No, sir.
It said the Indus Valley region, which is now in modern day Pakistan,
Correct.
Was
at
a
the
center
time, hold on. At the
of
time the
early Vedic-
Upanishads was, but at the time the Upanishads was created, there was no Pakistan.
it's Pakistan now, just like it's Michigan
Right.
now. It's
Right.
Michigan now.
Correct.
It's Pakistan now.
Hotep,
Right.
you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So that's where the shit came from, nigga. Shout out Hotep Jew. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Listen, time and space is linked together. So that was a different time, which means it was a different space,
Which is now Pakistan.
which is now Pakistan.
There you go.
We agree on that part.
There you go.
There are no spiritual systems coming out of there anymore.
So tonight, how do we treat diabetes? How do we treat the beaties? Uncle Hotep's foot is falling off as we speak. His toe has grown another toe. How do we save Uncle Hotep's life?
You know, it was a really cool way to do it. That is really good. Is just building more muscle. If
Really?
you think about fuel, so think about it in the sense of a car, right? So you have like a little small, compact car, and then you got the mid-size sedan, then you got the SUV, right? So as you go up in class, able to hold more fuel, right?
Yeah.
So your muscles are kind of doing the same thing, right? Your muscles are able to stash glucose. Like that is the way that your body is able to efficiently stash that fuel, right? And so when you resistance train, you increase the body's ability to stash that glucose and also utilize it. And you can see that in various tests. So I got back from Hotep Con and went to the gym the other day and we got a new in-body scanner and I was talking to my trainer. He was like, "Hey, you want to test your grip strength?" And I'm like, "Okay, I guess." So I
Pause.
go in there. So I go in there to test my grip strength with it's called a dynamometer. And so basically you just grab it and you just squeeze as hard as you can. And so they had tested like 131 pounds,
Okay.
which is like above average for somebody that's close to 40.
Okay.
And grip strength is a direct indicator of cardiovascular health, muscular health, central nervous system recruitment, and insulin utilization. Because if your grip strength is low, that indicates that your body's not able to use carbs efficiently, which also says that your arteries are stiffening, which also says that your brain is not able to recruit the maximum amount of muscles able or available to produce a tight grip. And insulin is preventing you from being able to break down carbs in a way that you can produce the energy necessary to have a strong grip. So resistance training is definitely one of the best ways that you can, the movement in general, but that's a way that I think is really underappreciated when you talk about trying to reverse diabetes and really treat it. It really just comes down to movement as a whole. You will increase your body's ability to regulate your blood sugar and also regulate your insulin levels just simply by moving. But resistance training is going to be the thing that not only allows you to store more glucose, it'll allow you to process it more efficiently and it will also keep you able to move longer into life, which again means that you can process glucose better as you get older.
EnQi, do you agree with that? EnQi? EnQi.
I think Unc stepped out for a little bit.
No. I had a daddy moment. But no. That's a large part of our program is understanding muscles and their relationship. I mean, think about it. Energy production. Energy production, muscle. Muscles require the energy production. Muscles harness the energy. So for me, I remember this maybe like 12 years ago, 15 years ago, it was like an epiphany moment for me. And I was not even focused in. I mean, I kind of always have diabetes in the back of my mind, but I was more on some training, and we was going through the different muscle chains, and how many muscles you got, 600 and something skeletal muscles or whatever the case may be. And anyway, in that space, in that space, um, I was just like this. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. In fact, I can't believe no one has thought of this sooner. Like, why? What is like? This is low hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You have your largest muscle groups are in your legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's been the massive cheat code for me and everybody.
Build them leg muscles.
The leg muscles. And then I noticed that John Q. Public sits all day.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a problem with blood flow to the legs. Then I noticed that most people that are, like in the gym, typically that's the one thing you skip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing you got to remind yourself. Don't skip leg day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it's like, I'm like, yo, so we really have a thing where we don't pay attention to our legs in this country. And because of that, that's a silent contributor to poor sugar metabolism. So, with the prayer, you know what I'm saying? Praying, that's built into the prayer. We start with heel raises, toe raises, and then squats. So that way, at least you have a certain minimum of 3 to 5 times a day where you're getting that lower, blood circulation going. And the blood circulation is directly tied to your slow twitch muscle. Slow twitch muscle is, red meat. That's like when you go to, for meat eaters, you go to the supermarket, you get red meat.
Yeah, cows move slower than chickens.
That's slow twitch muscle. White meat is fast twitch muscle.
Mm-hmm. Can't catch a chicken. You be on that Rocky training.
Well, no, just in your body, your slow twitch muscle has a bunch of capillaries and a bunch of blood. Your fast twitch muscle doesn't really have, capillary, you don't have a high,
Where is that?
Fast twitch muscle?
Yeah.
All over your body.
Okay.
All over your body, you have different combinations of fast twitch and slow twitch muscles together. And you have some intermediary muscles in between those. And the slow twitch muscles is where the blood sugar gets gobbled up at in a steady. The fast twitch muscles grab sugar, but they store sugar. So fast twitch muscles has their own reserve of sugar as glycogen. And so you build up glycogen in your fast twitch muscle. And, that's why fast twitch muscles are used. Your body uses them incrementally. They're used for explosive movements, things like that. Anything else, slow twitch muscle can handle.
Do they have a name? Like if I type in the name of a muscle that's fast twitch.
No, fast twitch muscle is the name. Or type 2B muscle. You can type in type 2B.
Yeah, but
muscle.
like if I say pec, right? Like, is that slow twitch or fast twitch?
No, also that's what I'm saying. When you go through the body muscles are usually made up of a combination of all three of the different types of fibers.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you say, for instance, these are my quads or my thigh, my
Right.
thigh muscles, there's going to be a combination of slow twitch and fast twitch there.
So there's things you can do to build the fast twitch muscles as opposed to slow twitch muscles. Okay, I get what's
Most
going on.
of most of what you do builds the fast twitch muscle. The fast twitch muscle is the muscle that grows the largest and the fastest
Okay.
because the more you stimulate the fast twitch muscle, the more the fast twitch muscle wants to grow so it can carry a larger reserve of glycogen.
Hmm.
The more glycogen it can store, the more power it can generate.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, well, it's a contributing factor to the amount of power it can generate. But and then on the flip side, getting that signaling down pack from glycogen depletion to the neurochemistry, that's an important factor in your overall glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, glucagon production, etc. Like that whole little cascade of events is, you need to have glucagon, you need to have glycogen depletion in order to send the signal to the brain so that way you can keep the glucagon and the insulin and all of those other little caveats flowing. So that's a good thing to constantly empty the tank. Day to day, you want to be emptying the tank. You want to have your body used to emptying the muscles and refilling the muscles, emptying the muscles, refilling the muscles, emptying the muscles, refilling the muscles.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's how you keep your body that's how you keep your metabolism flowing, because it's not just fat cells that cause us to be fat. Like, so we just think about it like that, like, oh yeah, well, fat, we got fat. But you also have muscles that have like glycogen that's been in there since forever because you don't use them. And when you're just walking around doing your normal ones and twos, you primarily using your slow twitch muscles. You're primarily using slow twitch muscles. So you're not really dealing with the glycogen in the fast twitch muscles, definitely not the type 2B fast twitch muscles. So you need to exercise for that. You need to be purposeful with that. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, that's an important signal.
Shout out Sacred Soldier. Thank you for the kick. And Hotep Drew, thank you for the 5 gifted. So we've cured diabetes. There it is. We did it. We've done the impossible right here. Right here, we've done it. We need a Nobel Peace Prize.
So you did ask earlier, was there a way to bias growth of one over the other? And slow twitch does have a lower capacity for growth than fast twitch does. But if you do want to bias growth of the slow twitch, then you want to emphasize time under tension. So you want to be under this load for a long period of time. You also want to focus on higher repetitions. So when you do higher repetitions, that also increases the time that the muscle is working. So you want to think endurance. So like endurance
That's
based
slow
things.
twitch?
Yeah, that's for your slow twitch.
Okay. So muscle under tension over time, slow
Yes.
twitch.
Over an extended period of time is going to stimulate more growth of your slow twitch.
And that's more endurance.
Yes.
That's why them African is skinny that be running the marathons. Because they all
Yeah, their slow twitch muscles
Their slow twitch muscles.
are highly developed. Yeah.
right.
And their
But also,
cardiovascular activity is too.
And the sprinters got them big legs.
well, also
Like
the
Sha'Carri.
slow twitch is the primary site of where, like, once you get going and you in the endurance space, fatty acid metabolism, when you're doing endurance stuff, like, so yeah,
Wait,
what is
what?
that? Fatty acid metabolism. Okay, so your body starts the energy production in the water. From the water, you have a system called the phosphocreatine system.
That's shoe, right? Water is shoe?
No.
Newt.
Leave Kemen out of this.
Moo. It's moo.
So we're going to go to the phosphocreatine system, and then from there, you go to carbohydrates, right? That's NAD, Krebs cycle. And then from there, the next stage, which is the endurance.
Wait, what stage is that called? With the Krebs cycle?
Carbohydrates.
No, you called it something. Anaerobic? You said, what did you say? Metabolic? What did you say it was?
I said Krebs cycle.
Yeah, but you said you grouped them all under one umbrella, I think.
I forgot.
Because the first stage you said, and some word, Anna something I didn't recognize. But go ahead. All right, continue.
Yeah, I don't know what I said.
Okay.
But let me bring it back. So you come out of the water, then it's phosphocreatine.
Phosphocreatine, right. Phosphocreatine, right.
Then it's carbohydrate.
Carbs.
And then for endurance.
Okay.
Fatty acids.
Fatty acids. Okay.
After that, starvation. You start breaking down protein. So don't keep looking up.
Oh.
Yeah, don't keep looking up. We capping right there.
Right there.
Acids. Yeah. But
Sugar.
The thing is, the amount of capillaries to the muscle determines the ability for the muscle to produce energy.
Right, because you got to get the blood there.
Right. And so because fast twitch muscle doesn't have a lot of capillary, what's that word I'm looking for?
Capillary functions.
No, capitalization. What's the word, Tanei? Come on. Dense capillary population is called what? There's one word that handles it. What's the word? Capillarization, something. All right. Anyway, moving on. Tanei doesn't have it either. I feel good about that. So, but that's the reason why glycogen has to be stored in the fast twitch muscle. So so fast twitch muscle keeps its own energy source.
So where does glycogen come in with all the things you just mentioned? Is that step one?
Glycogen is a form of sugar. So
I know. Is that step one?
It's in the carbohydrate space.
Okay, carbs. Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah, carbohydrate space.
Okay.
But endurance is not necessarily your explosive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
we got the capillary suburb where ain't nobody really around. It's just a desolate city, not a whole lot of capillaries. So that's in the fast twitch muscle, which doesn't require as much heart function. I think it's just going to do its own thing.
You're definitely not saying that. So just put that on the record. We're not trying to kill anyone. It's all going to require a lot of hard work. It's
capillarization is what the demon said.
Your heart is definitely going to be working and hard at all of these things. In fact, when you bring in the fast twitch muscle are there so that your heart doesn't overwork. That the fast twitch muscle takes some of the work off of the heart, takes the workload off the heart. So
which is what I said.
Not exactly, but we're gonna roll with it. Pakistan, Pakistan, Indus Valley. We rolling.
A really cool thing about resistance training too is that when you do the resistance training and you go through recovery, right? Because we're doing this because we're trying to break the muscle fibers down so that we can eventually build them back up. If you do something like a walk, right? So say you did leg day and the next day you might still be a little sore from the workout, but let's say you get up and walk, 8,000-9,000 steps the next day. When your muscles start to regrow, new capillaries will also regrow with them at a faster rate than they would if you didn't walk. So this is called active recovery. When you do active recovery, your body actually produces more capillaries so that it can get blood into that area more efficiently, because now it sees, okay, you're building this area back up. We're going to start to build more roadways, right? So it's almost like you build a new suburb, you got to build new roadways for stuff to get in and out. So then your body, when you go through that active recovery, it will also begin to create new capillaries so you can get more efficient transport of nutrients and oxygen throughout the new muscle tissue that you're creating.
Yeah, I heard that before. Like, if you work out a muscle group, you should definitely hit it the next day. You know what I mean? Just to get blood there or something like that.
Yes, just to get the blood there. So it'll stimulate the recovery, but also so it'll stimulate the growth of new capillaries too. So that the next time you come back and do it, it's more efficient at bringing in nutrients into that area. You
Right.
obviously don't want to do like a full workout, but you just kind of want to do like some light movements. Like if you did, you did arm day and do some jumping jacks or whatever, or it's like the little battle ropes. Do
Right.
that for a little bit. But yeah, just something to get them moving.
That's interesting. Okay. Guess what I did this?
Test your grip strength.
I do that every night.
Grab it and pull it. What Tanei trainer told him to do? Grab it and pull it.
Grab it, pull it, bop it,
twist it,
turn it.
That was a crazy segment. I was in the middle of yelling at my children, but I heard the segment. I said, "Wait, what did Tanei just say?"
I got great grip strength. Bang it, pass it.
Telling you, half the chat just opened up a Pornhub window.
Nobody in the chat is watching. Nobody in the chat is watching Prawn and KeMedicine at the same time. We have a great community.
Half of the chat is testing their grape strength on their lady hair right now.
That's facts.
I don't know about that.
That's facts. We have a great community here in Hotepistan. They don't do those things here in Hotepistan, EnQi. I don't know what's happening on YouTube, but this is kick.
I don't know. That ain't what I heard about Hotepistan.
You ain't hear nothing. We was doing Bible study and prayer circle.
Man.
Guess what I did this weekend?
Everything.
I had a chance to play with some elite level technology, and it's led me to believe that I might succumb to the brain chip.
I don't even know, Mike. You ain't even need that much coax, and you already wanted to do it.
I was about to say, that sounds like such clickbait.
Yo, I had the meta glasses. Canon got the meta glasses. You know about those?
I heard about them, but I haven't used them or had access to.
So I heard about them, but using them is a whole nother experience. If I feel like Tony Stark, Iron Man. When he took, okay, yeah, that's how I feel with those on. They make me feel powerful. They are absolutely amazing. You got to try them, EnQi. You got to try them out. Are you opposed to technology like that?
Absolutely not. I'm an Apple guy. I can't wait for Apple to come out with the Apple glasses.
With the heads-up display?
Oh, I haven't seen the heads-up.
That's the new ones. The new one's coming out. It got the thing over your eye, and it's got AR, and you put this wristband on your wrist, and you control the mouse in the glasses like with your fingers.
Oh, that's crazy.
Word.
Somebody going to jail. For sure. That is crazy.
So they call it some sort of like neural networking thingamajiggy?
Yeah, somebody going to jail.
Why?
I don't know yet. We'll see. Going to jail for sure.
Why would somebody go to jail over the technology?
What do you think people do? We go to jail. That's what people do.
You started off this episode tonight saying we was arrested. Now people going to jail.
Listen, that's what they figure out ways to do things starting as children. That's why toy companies get sued so many times in class action. Because children, you buy them a toy, and the children naturally start doing other things with the toy than what the toy was intended for. And we never lose that thing. That's a part of the thing that makes us amazing.
Oh, you're saying the technology in somebody's hands is going to make them go to jail.
Absolutely. What do you think we getting ready to try to do? We getting ready to try to do something we ain't got no business doing. That's the first thing. What do you mean? We're gonna try to use them glasses and figure out how we could, tap the ATM machine or something. Somebody going to jail for sure.
I wish I could tap the ATM machine.
Going down. Yeah, I mean, it would be a beautiful world if everybody thought, man, I have unlimited information access. I think I'm going to apply my brain to fighting cancer and diabetes with EnQi.
Right.
That is not what our folks are thinking. Wait a minute. I think that I can come up with a way to multiply cocaine. In fact, I can create an ecstasy pill that's going to be 20 more times as potent as the original pill, but have less effect. Like I don't know. We somebody going to jail, man. They going.
I mean, that's not a bad use of the technology a little bit.
See, that's the problem. That's why you going down, HJ. Okay?
Speaking of the brain chip, we were talking earlier about the dreaded type 3 diabetes.
What is that?
Dun.
Yeah. We know we done talked about type 1, we done talked about type 2, but we ain't talked about that type 3 yet. You want to pull up the video?
Hold on, let's pull up the video. I know you sent it. I'm getting text messages from Candace Owens' people got, I don't know, it's kind of wild.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's not gloss over that. Why are they text messaging you?
It's beef in the griftosphere.
About what? What's happening? You can't be leaving us blind. I'm a part of the face of this monster here that you created. So
turn back.
Nah, I gotta know what I could possibly listen.
Danger ahead. Turn back.
Listen, tonight. I understand gang politics, okay? I am wearing the Hotepistan headband, okay? I represent the Hotepistan colors out in them streets. So I gotta know what neighborhoods I'm not supposed to walk in. You know what I'm saying? I can't be walking around out there. We got beef with this side of the, you know what I'm saying? And I'm over there like, anybody have any of these bitters? And they like, bang! I'm like, I'm just saying, get some bitter.
No, it's not our beef. It's not our beef. It's an ally. An ally has some beef with Candace Owen. He was just texting me, and he's gonna do a space on it tonight. So I might join his X space a little bit later, and throw a little gas on the fire. All right, let's go to the video. Let's go to the video. What is this? Let's press play here. 3, 2, 1. It's about 1:05.
University in Rhode Island. They're doing studies they think should make a lot of humans nervous. This rat is perfectly healthy. Put him in a vat of water and he finds his way to safety every time.
5.2.
Now, look at this guy. What he's been eating is the equivalent of a North American diet, complete with all the fats and sugars we regularly consume. He doesn't know where to go.
Oh, that
His
nigga
brain
retarded.
has been damaged.
They don't remember their learning after even a day. And as the challenge gets harder and harder, they fail more and more, just like a human with Alzheimer's disease.
36.2.
No,
In this lab,
he's
the belief
American.
now is that Alzheimer's is really diabetes of the brain, linked to insulin levels, which can be affected by too much sugar.
Diabetes of the brain?
Give me a high five.
Damn. Insulin in the... Wait a second. Insulin is the hormone that interacts with the cells to help it metabolize sugars. So if you have an increase in insulin in the brain, that means you got That means
No,
it's
here,
reacting
do this.
it's reacting to the amount of sugar in the brain.
Do this. Just do this.
Okay.
This will open up the flow.
Okay.
Hit the Google demons and look at the disproportion between the size and weight of the brain and the amount of sugar it consumes.
Oh yeah, that's you're gonna get something crazy, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Size and weight of brain and sugar consumption. Let's ask the demons. Let's see what the demons say. The adult brain weighs approximately 3 pounds. Okay. Makes up only about 2% of the body's weight. It consumes a disproportionate amount of energy, relying on glucose as its primary fuel. Okay. Relationship between sugar consumption. Okay. The brain is the most energy demanding organ, consuming nearly 20% of the body's glucose derived energy.
Boom. So stop right there.
Okay.
That's your bottom and your top right there. So your legs is the lower end.
Okay.
Right? And then your brain is the upper end.
Okay. So if you eating the sugar, that's good for your brain, no?
No, it's not, because most people don't read any books. No.
What you're saying is inactive brain.
How you doing?
Oh.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
It's not burning no energy.
Well, it's circulating there, and you got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? But now let's couple that.
Retarded motherfuckers.
Wait. Let's table that for a second.
Okay.
And then we couple that with the fact that we just discovered the lymphatic system of the brain.
Right. The medical system was invented. When was that discovered?
The lymphatic system was just discovered a handful of years ago.
Okay.
So you have all of this sugar passing through the blood, building up in the blood, right? Going to the brain, but the brain is not
active.
The brain's not active.
Right.
Especially in adults after college, after 30, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So you have atrophy going on in the brain. Your brain actually starts to shrivel up.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's back up for a second. Sugar enters the body.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it goes to the brain.
Are we doing Rice Krispie treats, or are we doing?
We doing Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts.
We doing Dunkin' Donuts.
We doing Dunkin' Donuts donuts.
I thought Dunkin' Donuts was whack.
But that's just the hypothetical situation. Because we would do Krispy Kreme, but niggas is broke, so sometimes we do Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts is more expensive than Krispy Kreme.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we doing a Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
we eat the donut. It goes inside our body. The sugar goes inside our body. Some of it goes to the brain. Now the brain is not consuming enough. It's not producing enough energy. Right? It's not producing enough work. Therefore, it's not burning through the sugar. So the sugar stays in the brain, and the sugar rots the brain, which is why they say TV rots your brain.
That's not why they say TV rots the brain, but the sugar.
But that's why TV rots the brain, because the brain's not working. The brain's in a very passive state.
I got you. Okay, yes, in that capacity. Yep, I stand corrected. Absolutely. I'm buying that. I didn't know exactly what you were selling yet. I had to check out. Like, okay, so I need the vacuum. Okay, I got you. Let me get more vacuums.
So couple that now to the reports that are coming out about AI and people's brains atrophying. Because now, what is the AI doing for you?
It's thinking for you. Oh, we did.
And now you got the GLP. Ooh.
It's a nasty system, man.
So if we get the Alzheimer's,
that fat for you the TRT and build the muscles for you. The AI and do that thinking for you. Yeah. What you doing here? We don't even need you.
So if we got the Alzheimer's setting in, they could technically plug us right into the Matrix simulation with the brain chip, and we just be like, well, we need it because I got Alzheimer's. So they just give us new memories because our brain will be rotted out from the AI. That's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. Wait a minute. No, not totally, because we all have time capsules that we've been building.
Time capsules.
Absolutely, called social media timelines.
Right.
We forget that these things are called timelines. Like we're overlooking the fact that we have timelines.
Right. That's important.
Yeah. Well, we don't treat it as important. Our timelines are filled with pure foolishness.
That's correct.
The most important aspects of our life we don't put on timelines. But should we need to reboot our personality, your timeline is is where they're going to go for the digital download.
I was telling somebody recently at HotepCon, I said, if I was young and I was doing social media again, I would document my journey to getting better. It's like just time capsule it, like everything that you do to get better. I think people love seeing like development stories and then recapping the year and over the years and having that.
People aren't developing.
They're doing it vicariously through everybody else. Yeah, it's kind
They living through somebody else, right?
Yeah. Then you not AI withstanding, average person read at what, 5th grade reading level. So if you are able to read, you can't read anything that is of any substance that's going to put any kind of brain power out. That's going to require you to think about anything. That's why it's so important to like think, reflect, like challenge, open up neural pathways. So something that's really interesting that I did this a couple months ago. I've been doing it really consistently for probably like past 3 months. I started brushing my teeth with my opposite hand. And at first I was like, okay, I saw it in a book somewhere and it was just like, this will open up new neural pathways. I was like, it's kind of bullshit. Whatever, I'll try it though. And I gotta tell you, the first month after I started doing it, I did start thinking about things differently. And it also shows you like the difference in how you use your hands. And why I was able to efficiently brush my teeth faster with my right hand than I was my left hand. I was looking in the mirror one day, and the way I was holding it with my right hand was way different from the way I was holding it with my left hand. And now I'm at a time where like I can just about do it at like the same time scale, but my left hand, the way I do it with my left hand, is way different from how I'm doing it with my right hand.
It's a different routine.
Hold on.
Completely different routine. EnQi, stop it.
I'm just saying, that was a wild sequence, bro. That was a wild sequence.
Stop it.
Yo, that was a wild
We
sequence.
talking about brushing teeth. You know exactly what I was talking about.
I'm just saying. We
about brushing teeth.
But that was a wild sequence, and you just like kept going. Like you didn't stop.
Look, what
break.
was
You
supposed
were just like, the way I'm doing it with my right hand is way different with my left hand, and I'm making sure I do it faster every time. I'm like, yo, this is getting crazier and crazier. Like this is not gonna stop.
Oh man.
HJ was just letting you go. Like he was just.
We gotta make the content, man.
Breaking news: Samuel L. Jackson joins Tulsa King season 3, and he's gonna do a spinoff called Know Your King. That's gonna be crazy.
Wait a minute, what just happened?
Oh no, we were just talking the Matrix stuff, just brain rot.
Breaking news: Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, you don't watch Tulsa King?
Unfortunately, a lot of different shows watch me. A lot of shows.
Be sleep.
No, I be typing. But the way my brain works, I have to have a distraction.
Oh.
Yeah, I need like information overload.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah. So I'll have a show watching me and not even be Children be like, Dad, you saw this? I'll be like, kinda. That's Sylvester Stallone, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what happened. He shot somebody, didn't he? Somebody got shot. Somebody went to jail. Somebody got shot. Somebody went to jail and then drank that liquor. Somebody got some money.
Dame Dash dropped a diss record with his new artist, Nicki.
No, come on, no,
What?
no. Dame Dash has got to take a nap. Come on, Dame Dash just had one eye with no teeth last weekend.
He got new teeth. His teeth got diamonds in them.
Listen, Dame gotta relax, bro.
He got diamond teeth.
Dame gotta relax.
He's rich.
Seriously. Listen, Dame has to relax.
He sold 3 businesses. He built Rachel Roy. He built Rockaware. He built Rockefeller.
Listen,
he made Jay-Z.
Dame Dash. The problem that Dame Dash has is being a Harlem guy, right? You can sometimes get caught up in friendly competition. And friendly competition is good right up into the point where your friend has almost $3 billion. And it can get crazy at that point. It can get really disproportionate. It's like going to the gym. You and your homeboy, y'all start going to the gym together, y'all pushing each other, woo woo. Then your man stopped coming to the gym for like a good 1.5 years, 2 years, but you keep going every day. And he hit you up like, yo, I got to get back on, whoop, whoop. So now he coming back to the gym with you, and you doing like 6 plates on the bench. He ain't doing no plates. He need to take all the plates off and put the 10s on, or he need to put the 25. He just doing the bar really, like, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous for him now to try to lift them 6 plates. Like, I'm lifting 6 plates. You can't lift these 6 plates. This will break your neck. This will fall off and this will hurt you right here. You gotta relax. You can't do what I'm doing, champ. I'm at almost 3 billion. You just came out of bankruptcy. You gotta take it down a notch. You can't, don't try to show people you can keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already way over here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just relax. Take it easy. Let Cam do the flashy Cameron thing. Let Hove do his thing. And I think Dame Dash should just be like a mogul. I think Dame Dash should just kind of be like a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said he is. He says he's a teacher.
Yeah, but there's too much flashy, like tone it down, man.
He from Harlem.
The people that know.
He got diabetes too.
Listen, the people that don't know don't matter.
Dame got diabetes.
You gotta think about it.
Dame got diabetes, yo.
Dame got dumbabetes.
That's like the Count Dumula.
He's
on the same wavelength.
That's the same thing I was thinking.
No, I'm just saying, he opened up like a cookie business with his son.
Yeah.
Why would you do that if you have type 1 diabetes? Type 1 diabetes is genetic, which means that even if your son doesn't show diabetes, he still probably has the gene.
Wait.
So
let's go through
with your child is open up a
What's the difference? Type 1 is when your body doesn't do what?
Type 1 diabetes is genetic. Type 1 diabetes has to do with some form of pancreatic failure or, your immune system may be attacking your pancreas, or high levels of inflammation, or you may have a technical issue with beta cell production or stabilization, but it's a physical malfunction in the endocrine portion of your pancreas.
And type 2 is?
Type 2 becomes type 1 over time, but type 2 is more a slow struggle to catch up. So your body's just not able to match the demand.
Tonight, how do you describe type 1 and type 2 beaties?
So type 2 is generally lifestyle related. Type 1 can be genetic. Most cases are, but there are some that do occur later in life. And so it's basically called late onset autoimmune diabetes, where essentially your body is attacking it's attacking itself. Now, you can argue that some of that could be lifestyle related, but again, autoimmunity has a lot of different things that can trigger it. But essentially, your body is not able to produce insulin in a way that is able to regulate your blood sugar. Now, generally we think about type 1 as being genetic, some of it's autoimmune, and some of it can be viral too. There are some studies out there that show that you can have latent viral infections that will destroy your beta cells and make it so that you can't produce insulin as well. But the main difference between the two is one is because you can't produce insulin, one of them is because your body doesn't respond to insulin. And
Which one?
that's the
Which
main
one is
difference.
it? Which one's
So
which?
the one where your body doesn't produce insulin is type 1, the one where your body doesn't respond to insulin is type 2.
And again, the type 2 becomes the type 1.
So you can
over
have bad.
time,
You saying bad genes lead to type 1?
not bad genes. It's, just leave it at genetic. We don't want to gene shame people.
But you just said genetic, and genes are genetic.
Yeah, but we don't want to gene shame and say bad genes.
That sounds like some leftist talking point. You're gene shaming me. What the fuck does
That
that
is a
mean?
leftist talking point. Hello, I was trying to do my media training. Take it away, Stan. I thought I was.
He was playing the safe,
You see how
chat.
this goes, chat?
He
I
was
never
playing
know
the
when I'm
safe,
doing the
chat.
right thing, Jack.
He's trying to apply the trader. HJ's like, nah, fuck that.
Fuck that trader. Fuck that trader, niggas. Get canceled along with me, nigga. And now he want to apply his media training. Oh man, that's crazy.
So yeah, the type
So
3.
like if you have those genes, like you want to open up a gym, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to open up a pastry.
There's something you could do about it if you open up a gym?
I mean, you can be as healthy as you can be, of course. Yeah, you can focus on being healthy. Like you don't want to say, okay, well, I got diabetes, might as well just eat up all the sugar and like become a sugar dealer. Like that's not necessarily the way to go.
Hold on, I'm checking the charts for tomorrow's stock market.
Okay, so the type 3, right? So we're talking about the type 3 diabetes, and essentially, EnQi was saying earlier, hey, you walk, that's your body's way of disposing of glucose on the lower end of your body, thinking, doing stuff, using your brain, reading some books, going to the cart and clicking checkout on the latest EnQi book, that's gonna get
Boom.
type 3 BDs up out of here. So,
Boom.
that's what we gotta do.
W in the chat for tonight. Let's go.
Boom. Which book is that, EnQi?
Every one of them. Let's go.
Which one is it? Melanin and Diabetes, I think it's called.
Oh no. We have almost all of no, seriously, all of them. All of them. No. Anyone. Choose pick one. Like just right now, I would suggest people go and get Black's Anatomy. Go get Black's Anatomy and get Black's Anatomy for Children, Volume 1 and 2.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Melanin versus diabetes, kidneys, black people, cops, and sugar. This is the one most pertinent to the conversation tonight. Do not listen to Dr. EnQi. He does not know how to sell. So we're gonna help him out and sell. This is one you want to get right here. Melanin versus diabetes.
That one's for the kidneys and cholesterol.
Oh Jesus Christmas!
Because
now why does it say diabetes?
Because the movement is melanin versus diabetes, and diabetes causes kidney disease. And COP or COPS is cholesterol oxidative products.
Cholesterol oxidative products.
That's a whole rabbit hole. That's a whole universe.
So the interesting thing about all of this is that, we talk about all these different diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, and all of these really are just born of insulin resistance, right? And I think it's really interesting to think about everything from the axis of insulin resistance. So if we take a step back from diabetes, right? So I've been looking at a lot of different videos, like little reels and stuff on Facebook. And one of the things that keeps popping up is PCOS. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome, right? And
Woo.
so I saw one reel where this girl was talking about, yeah, this is my diet, like, I got PCOS or whatever. And there was a person that was rating, I think she was a nutritionist, and the diet is very similar to something that you would eat or something that you would do if you had insulin resistance. And they keep saying, oh, well, a lot of the symptoms of PCOS are related to insulin resistance. So it's like, okay, was this just not insulin resistance? It's just manifesting as something else. We have this really bad, we have this really bad habit of branding different diseases in different spaces where they all come from the same root. It's all insulin resistance at the end of the day. So if you correct the insulin resistance, you're going to correct everything else. The problem is that these different diseases manifest over time differently depending on how severe the insulin resistance is and how long it's been allowed to be that way. So the longer it goes on, the different diseases you get. But see, that's the trick bag that they put you in, because each one of these different diseases has a different treatment. And if you have different treatments, you can get money from each one of these
10
pockets.
bands, 20 bands, 100 band, man. Let's just not even discuss it, man. OMG. Yeah, the bag runs up. But I just relate it all to the relationship of sugar and pigment, because initially, before we start making so much noise about it, people were just thinking A1C was a thing that just affected just affected the blood. But, you know, through religious repetition of trying to explain it's pigment, it's not necessarily blood, it's pigment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the problem is you have pigment all throughout your body. And anywhere where you have pigment, you're going to have a problem with the sugar issue. So you have eye problems that comes out of high blood sugar. You have brain problems that come out of high blood sugar. You have reproductive organ issues that comes out of high blood sugar. The high blood sugar is going to create a problem anywhere that you have a bunch of different types of pigment there. Anywhere you have pigment or neurons, you're gonna run into a problem with the sugar.
Why are you always mentioning melanin along with diabetes? Why do those two things seem to always go together for you?
Well, because melanin is the melanin system is the primary energy, harnessing system. It's the primary system in your body to harness energy. Diabetes is a problem producing energy. So it is literally a problem in your melanin system. And upstream from insulin and glucagon and ghrelin and leptin and all of those things is melanin stimulating hormone and melanin concentrating hormone. Those are the two things that not only control and balance, satiety and eating and all of those things, but all of the smaller nuanced things, including metabolism. So you have melanocortin receptors that are on the various cells of the body, determining, what nutrients get into the cell to get metabolized, and just from the top to the bottom. The melanin system is the system that your body has to regulate energy. So it's bigger than, just the pigment part, you know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about glycation or A1C, That's how sugar crystallizes to pigments and stops the pigments from being able to do their job.
Oh, is that why toxic? Why sugar is toxic? Because it's
One of
crystallizing.
one of the reasons. So that's why every diabetic has to check their A1C number religiously, because the A1C number is going to give them a measure of how much sugar is crystallized into the blood.
Hemoglobin,
Yeah.
average blood sugar levels.
So, if you get it less than 5, you Gucci. You get it over 5, you're in the danger zone. If you get it over 6, you're in trouble. You need to see them people. If it goes over 10, they're going to ask you, how come you ain't even dead yet? They just,
It's the cocaine keeping me alive.
that's what they might believe it. They might believe it. I had 20 cups of coffee today.
Coach said his last A1C was 6.3.
We got to keep on working. We got to get that purple phase in your system. We're going to get some of that purple phase from the website into you. We're going to get you to start praying, doing the EnQi prayer 5 times a day, and then you too can have a low A1C count. But just know you got to be patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, your blood cycle is every 4 months. So you got to be consistent at least 4 months to see, to see some real progress. And I'd say at least, 12 to 24 months to feel like you've made some lasting change. A lot of times, people hold natural protocols to a higher standard than medical protocols. So like people will, for instance, people will take diabetes, insulin. They'll take insulin, metformin, whatever. They'll take the diabetes drugs for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and they will never, ever, like they won't even think to call the doctor out of their name. They won't even question the medication. Like they're good. They're like, oh no, my doctor's great, and I trust my doctor. Woo, woo, woo. You tell them to take some herbs or some bitters, they got you on the clock.
Word.
If their diabetes is not totally reversed in 2 weeks, they like, this ain't even working. I'm like, wait a minute, you've been on insulin for 20 years. What when do you roll into the hospital and be like, yo, doc, I've been taking insulin for 10 years. When is the diabetes going to be reversed?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They never
They
have
got
that
all that
level of
smoke for us. You know what I'm saying? But they don't got no smoke for the doc.
Facts. They take Viagra. They don't have no problem with taking Viagra forever. They just know, oh, every time I want to have sex, I need Viagra. But if you tell them you got some herbs to help it, oh, well, why I keep need to buy the herbs? Wait a minute.
Right.
Why you don't have this smoke for the pharmaceutical people?
Right.
They told you that insulin, and the only time they change the insulin is when they bumping it up. Like, nah. You need to go from 10 units to 15 units. That's what you need. You need 15 units. Oh, okay. Thanks, doc. That's what they say. Thanks, doc.
See, that's what the TRT boys said. They said you got to keep buying that Apex stuff. I'm like, yo, ain't you on a subscription plan with them steroids, nigga?
For life. For life. And if they stop, the results disappear, and they may suffer from atrophy. But that's not the same as the herbs.
They balls, man, that may never come back.
Well, they'll be there. They'll have them, but it may not do anything.
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Market closing.
People be wild, and I think a lot of that's like Dr. Sebi's fault.
It's Dr. Sebi's fault.
Yeah,
because he made it seem like it was magic.
Yeah, he created that Michael Jordan effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe that you could just have sex with 100 prostitutes and get AIDS and come down to Dr. Sabi's property for the weekend, and then you came in AIDS, you came in AIDS positive on Friday, and you left out of here Monday ready to start again with the slurring, back with the ladies and the tramps. Like we no, we want to correct that idea. Like no, this is a entrainment. This is a lifetime. This is a baptism. You must turn over your life to the Lord.
Diamond DJ said AIDS not real.
Diamond DJ is someone to watch closely.
Okay, so we've been kind of dancing around that whole thing. We need to actually do an episode about that.
I'm gonna be absolutely. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. You tonight.
Why we gotta go to jail?
You tonight. Diamond DJ and Diamond DJ going to jail. That is an AIDS RICO. Y'all going?
Why we going to jail?
On the HIV RICO.
They in the chat complaining about your delivery fees.
Who, tonight?
No, the chat.
How am I in the chat? I'm in here with you.
They said the purple phase delivery fee is like $80.
They trolling.
They said the delivery fee too high. You don't got free shipping?
Free shipping. That's crazy. Does Amazon have free shipping?
Yes.
Prime, yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah. So think about that again. If you pay for a membership, you get free shipping, right? So if you pay for a membership, you get free shipping. So in other words, no.
Stall them out if they got a book. If they got a book, stall them out.
Right.
Put in your book QR code for 10% off the delivery fee.
EnQi got tariffs on y'all.
The hotel tariffs.
The post office got tariffs on me. Crazy out here.
Oh, there you have it, y'all. He's just paying the post office.
That is a fact.
He's just paying the post office, chat. That's all. That's all.
And to pay the post office a car note and a mortgage, like.
Markel said he ordered his phase one a week ago. He ain't seen it yet. It's in the mail, Markel.
No, it might be on the table. It might be ready to go out.
Oh my God.
Listen, I don't have I don't have fast food. All of my stuff is custom designed. So when a person put their order in, we make that stuff fresh for you. It ain't like I have your stuff sitting around. It ain't McDonald's. You order it, then I throw it in the bag and flip it out the next day. That ain't. Our herbs don't go like that. You got a whole bunch of herbal salesmen on the internet. That's how they, and half these guys on the internet selling herbs, they don't even make their herbs. They white labeling from other places and telling you that whatever. They white labeling. So this stuff is sitting around in the warehouse, and when you order it, just turn around, right? We don't do that.
He got fresh herbs.
We the Louis, the Gucci, the African dashiki straight from Kenya. You know what I'm talking about? We the custom design, top of the line. You know what I'm saying? This ain't.
Yeah, the custom stuff is gonna work a lot better too, because one of the things that people kind of gloss over with supplement quality, especially with herbs, is photo oxidation.
Facts.
And photo oxidation is essentially like light coming into the bottle and then.
But hold on.
Turning stuff into stuff it's not supposed to be.
Tonight. I'm gonna need you to be careful, champ. Let's talk about something else. You might be trying to share proprietary. You might be getting ready to share proprietary secrets with my herb
that ain't no
competition. Hold on.
No, that ain't no proprietary secret. That happens with a lot of stuff.
Listen, I got
that happens with a lot of stuff.
Listen, I have herb competition, and they don't need any Professor Tanei help to get them out.
This is not Professor Tanei help. Why you think the olive oil bottles be dark?
Hello.
Why you think cologne bottles are dark?
Hello.
It's because the light coming in.
There are a lot of people
selling
herbs. that are allowing their herbs to photo-oxidize because they don't even know how to properly store their herbs. There's a lot of people selling the sea moss, and this is why first of all, this is how I know 90% of these people don't know this stuff, and that's why I'm telling you, stop telling
That's not your group?
all my business. You know what I'm saying? Because they done created a whole industry out of selling yellow sea moss. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, wait a minute.
That's photo oxidized.
I'm like, wait a minute. Do y'all know what this is right here? This is dead. This is not dead as in like not living. This is like dead as in none of the good stuff is in this. So when you go on the internet and you see all these benefits of the sea moss, and then you go and say, yeah, I'm about to get this golden sea moss. None of them benefits is in that jar.
None of it works.
Yeah, because it's all gone. There's first of all, there's no natural nutrient. There's no culinary algae that we eat that's yellow. Like those is not yellow. Even when you look them up, like if you go buy the sea moss and it says this is Gracilaria, or this is Eucoma cottoni, or this is what else are they getting from the Caribbean? Gracilaria, Eucoma cottoni.
Soursop.
That's not sea moss. but so those like the main two. And when you look them up, they say these are red algae. You go, wait a minute. Nobody put two and two together. Like, wait, this is red algae?
And it ain't red.
But how come mine is yellow every time? How can they say it's gold sea moss, but if I look it up, it says it's red algae? Let me just take this back to the guy and ask him what happened to the red part. Like, where's the red part? Oh, when we take it out of the ocean and then we let it dry in the air, it turns yellow and then it turns white.
Oh, that's not a good look.
It's definitely not a good look because all the nutrition is leaving out as it's losing its pigment.
Look, just because you want something to do something doesn't mean that it's going to do it, because chemistry is constantly happening. There is no on-off switch for chemistry. If you have something that is chemically active that's able to be, worked on by water, by light, anything, it goes through any kind of chemical process, it goes through any kind of organic chemistry process. There's no on-off switch for that. If you provide the conditions for a reaction to happen, it's going to happen. There's no way to stop that.
That's why we got that blue magic. We got that turquoise, that blue green, that beautiful blend of pigment dense. Like, EnQi, your sea moss expensive. No, it's not. It's actually, you just used to buying nothingness. You've been buying nothingness for a long time. Like, EnQi, your sea moss stink. I'm like, no, it just smells like the ocean. Because again, you've been buying nothing. So that yellow.
Yeah, he said y'all buying that Reggie.
Yeah, that Reggie. Exactly. Y'all been buying that Reggie Bush this whole time. And so, of course, you can get a nice large bag of that for the low because it's nothing in there. And then they gave you the wrong instructions for it. They're like, yeah, soak it overnight. Soaking it overnight removes like almost any iodine that's left in there. So then you threw out the water, and then you put you done soak the already self-destructed Mission Impossible. This algae will self-destruct in 10. You done already self-destructed it to yellow, then soaked it overnight, and then you threw it in the blender. You ain't got nothing in that gel but gel. That's you just got gel. Like, it's nothing else in there that's good and nutritious. It's just Scammy Davis Jr. Scammy Davis Jr. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like weed though. That's why it's like seaweed. So you could definitely kind of tell the potency of the weed. If it got a nice strong smell, then you're like, "Ooh, this is crazy." That I had that kush, or I had that body lock. It was, that smelled crazy, I couldn't even hide the smell. You know what I'm saying? It stunk up the whole house. Like, yeah. The gold sea moss has no smell, no taste, no nothing. Because it has almost no nutrients. But anyway, let's just go back to Alzheimer's type 3, so that way the people who are selling the gold sea moss can continue doing that, and the people photo-oxidizing the herbs can continue doing that. while Dr. EnQi has the, the other stuff.
So it's got a smell to it. The good stuff got a smell to it.
Good stuff.
Stink.
Good stuff. We got that. Ooh wee.
Well, just think about it. Like you go into your herb closet or your herb cabinet when you start to season your food. The herbs, when they're good, they smell good, right?
Smell good. That's a
But
fact.
when the herbs ain't herbing like they supposed to,
That's a
everything kind of smell flat.
yeah. No aromaticity.
Newbies fucking up their own work. Fucking up their own work, serious. Baby.
No, it's a lot of slave labor involved with it, to be honest. They had Jamaica on the news like a good 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Slave labor, a lot of crackheads, and it was crazy.
To make the sea moss?
It was wild.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. Because they was just like, anyway, Alzheimer's 3. You know what I'm saying? The Alzheimer's 3. I specialize in cold water algae. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even into the Caribbean stuff. So I don't want to step on nobody's toes, what they got going on in the Caribbean, selling people that garbage down the way. You know what I'm saying? 2 for $5 up the block. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm into the cold water algae. Cold water algae is what Dr. Sebi was talking about. He said Chondrus crispus. Chondrus crispus is cold water. That's why you have the euphemisms, sea moss and Irish moss. Sea moss is the algae that grow in the hot water primarily, and Irish moss refers mostly to the cold water algae. So that would be your kelps, your bladderwracks, your Chondrus crispuses, stuff like that. Spirulinas, chlorellas, all the good.
Those used to be mad popular.
Dose, wakame.
You still got those? You still use those? Spirulina and cholera?
Listen. We got that Blue Magic, American Healer website.
And what's that good for?
$6,000.
No, what do you use it for?
Everything. No, seriously, we put it in almost everything. Almost everything. So any type of sauce, you could put a little bit in there. Oatmeal, hot cereal, stir fries, smoothies.
Coochie?
Probably not, because you don't want the coochie to smell like algae. That's very confusing. You know what I'm saying? It'll be very confusing. Like, yo, is this infected coochie or is this nutritious coochie? Like, what are we doing right now?
Coochie might need some algae.
No. It's going to become confusing because.
What if the coochie already smell like algae?
Speaking of smoothies, so
that is infected coochie. That is infected coochie.
Lovely Lauren from the chat made me some cashew butter.
Hold on, Tanei. Listen, coming off HotepCon.
So Lauren, shout out to you. That cashew butter is amazing. Hold on, because I'm trying to give you a shout out, EnQi, because she used one of your products to make it.
Damn.
She used one of your products to make it, and I'm trying to tell you that the cashew butter was banging.
Damn.
So again, thank you again, Lauren. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Lauren and her cashew butter.
Man, shout out to that cashew butter. I ain't getting that done just like
Lauren got that good butter. She got that good butter. That light skin butter. Lord have mercy. So we got three diabetes. Is there a fourth? Could there be a fourth? There might be a fourth diabetes out there, man.
There's a bunch of forms of diabetes actually.
I know it.
You got because
Hotep,
so originally
HotepJesus.com.
Originally you start with children's diabetes and adult diabetes.
Gestational diabetes.
Well, and so that's the other. That's like the third, but that's treated like a stepchild. So your primary starts out with the history of diabetes with children's and adult. Then children's changes into type 1 when not only children are getting it. So once teenagers and adults start popping up with it, then it's children onset, adolescent onset, adult onset type 1 diabetes. And then you got gestational diabetes, which originally meant you only have this problem while you're pregnant. And after you have the baby, then the diabetes goes away. Up until the point where women started to keep the diabetes after they got rid of the baby. So then it got tricky with the gestational junk. Then you got pancreatic, you got mitochondrial. Of course, we have the gift that keeps on giving. We have the COVID diabetes, which is a very new form of diabetes, which is amazing.
What?
COVID has created its own form of diabetes. So now there's a new form of diabetes thanks to COVID.
EnQi talked about this, the RAS and angiotensin.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The long COVID. Long COVID. It's it creates a type of diabetes that has type 1 aspects and type 2 because it damages the beta cells in the pancreas, which gives you that type 1 feel. And then it causes you to be insulin resistant on the other side, which gives you that type 2 feel. So COVID has left us with an amazing set of gifts that keep on giving.
It's hitting you from both sides.
And then we have the thing that people who are
that's not from the vax. That's from the actual COVID-19 virus.
Correct. And then we have people that are that have early on. I'm not sure how it's what's going on with it now, but I know people who were changing their genders were experiencing a unique form of diabetes as well.
Yeah, trans diabetes.
Yeah, there was definitely some trans diabetes. I don't think it was called trans diabetes, but definitely we might have just you might have just came up with trans diabetes. I think you might have invented that, but that was actually a thing. Because remember, in the transgender space, there was a time window where I had a bunch of people that was in the gay community that was hitting me up for, consultations and help with a lot of different, issues that was going on. But remember, that's all about messing around with hormones.
Yeah, they said right here it's because they got that GAT, GAHT. They taking gender affirming hormone therapy.
Yeah, so you got women trying to get more masculine hormones and then men trying to get more feminine hormones. And whenever you start messing with the hormones, that is an entire domino effect that happens because each hormone affects a zillion different other things. So when you lower one down that's normally supposed to be here, you put that here. It's like somebody changed their radio settings. And it turns your treble way down, put your bass way up. You're like, hold on, man. Stop messing with my car. Don't touch my radio when you get in my car.
Or mess with your sensitivity settings in Halo or Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, but I could.
It's the controller settings. Like, if you ain't got the right sensitivity, your gun not going to aim as fast as you need to. You got to turn the sensitivity all the way to fuck up. Make sure you...
I got 10 children. My gun always aims.
Pause.
We need to test the EnQi grip screen.
I be testing my own grip string.
You test it like this?
I squeeze it hard and pull it.
This is out of control. This is out of control. It's out of my hands tonight. Y'all seen it, right, chat? It's out of my
Wow.
hands
Is that what
tonight.
you follow up that statement with?
It's out of my hands.
Wow. You follow up that statement with it's out of your hands.
Pause.
A-Shake grip strength low. That's why it's out of his hands.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh. So we got trans diabetes. We got genetic diabetes. We got
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
it's a lot.
The sugar does a lot because
Sugar does a lot.
yeah, you got let me see if this
Sugar's a
book.
big player in the body, man.
All right, so
be,
here's a book.
it's like you need it, but you don't need too much, but you need the right kind, but not too much of the right kind and not
You just need it in the right matrix. Like you just need it as it's intended to be used.
You need about 4 grams, period, floating around in your blood, but you need to constantly be using it. That's the thing. You need to constantly be using your brain, constantly be using your heart, and constantly be using your legs. This is the Dr. EnQi versus Dr. Sebi book. And in this book, we go into detail about this whole glycation, the melanoids, the melanoidins, the melanoidins, right? The melanoidins is crazy when you look them up.
mm-hmm.
Look up this word, melanoidins.
Melaninins.
Yeah, look that up. And see where that take you. Let's see what the Google demons say.
Let's see. Brown, high molecular weight polymers that are the final products of a Maillard reaction. Wait.
Go ahead. Go start back again with that sentence.
Brown, high molecular weight polymers. What's a polymer again, Tanei?
No. Don't stop at polymer yet. Don't stop at polymer yet. Keep going for a second.
Jesus Christ, I hate when y'all niggas do this shit.
Keep going.
High molecular weight polymers that are the final products of the Maillard reaction.
Boom. Now, before you dig into polymers, go into the Maillard reaction. This'll blow the whole diabetes thing wide open for you, I promise. People, if you don't have this Dr. EnQi versus Dr. Sebi book, you need to get this. This is going to get you together with your acid-base reactions, this whole understanding about glycation and
the Maillard reaction is a complex series of non-enzymatic chemical reactions between amino acids and reducing sugars that gives browned food its distinctive flavor, aroma, and color. It is responsible for the rich, savory taste of roasted meat, the malty flavor of toasted bread, and the robust notes of coffee.
Yeah, you kind of sped past it. Start that again. I'll stop you right with it.
A complex series of non-enzymatic chemical reactions between amino acids and reducing sugars that give brown food.
Boom. Ho. Amino acids and reducing sugars.
Right.
The same thing that we're doing in this is Maillard, sir. It's French.
It's Maillard. Okay.
But this is what's happening in your blood. This is very, very close to what's happening in your blood. So in the culinary arts, it's called the Maillard reaction, where they combine sugars with meat, flesh, protein.
Okay.
This is the same thing happening in your blood with glycation. The sugar is bonding to the proteins that make up your pigments.
That's bad.
That's death. That's the mechanism. That's we just had okay, you didn't know it. You didn't. We just had a genius moment. You didn't feel it. It just came and went. We just had an amazing genius explode. Yeah, that was. We just had an amazing genius moment right
What
there.
was it? I missed it.
Yeah. Well, technically, you probably have been searching for those answers your whole life. But somebody watching tonight has had diabetes for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. They've been trying to figure out, like, that was amazing.
What did you say? That was amazing.
We just gave them a breakthrough to understand what the A1C number represents and what they need to do to reverse it. All of that was
Increased protein?
Yeah, that's not what
amino acids?
Yeah, so we would just go get the book. Doctor, be first, doctor. It's all right.
One in the chat if you still don't know what the fuck he talking about. One in the chat if you don't know what the fuck he talking about. That was supposed to be the mind-blowing moment.
Two in the chat. Two in the chat if you're curious to find out.
We're all curious. That's why I asked you.
There we go. So that's why I'm saying go to Amazon right now and get the doctor. You see how? See?
Only the niggas with diabetes in the chat know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, but guess what? Everybody need to know what's going on because everybody has an A1C number. That's the thing. Everybody has an A1C number, and you can have damage from glycation without having diabetes. So you don't have to have diabetes in order to have damage.
Melaninogens. Okay, so high molecular weight polymers are the final products of Maillard reaction, a non-enzymatic browning process. Then we go look that up. The Maillard reaction, a complex series of non-enzymatic chemical reactions between amino acids and reducing sugars that gives brown
That's where
food.
you at, right there. We right there. Right there.
So what's the thing? What is
A1's? Okay, look up glycation. Or just pull up the A1C number and go from the A1C number. Go with just ask the Google demons, what is A1C?
So let me try to bridge the gap.
Thank you, Tanei. Thank you. Thank you.
So when proteins are made, right, you have primary, secondary, and tertiary structure, and sometimes quaternary structure. And it basically is a hierarchy of when the protein, like what the code for the protein is, the first shape that it takes on, and then the overall shape that it takes on when the full protein folds. But within the primary structure will sometimes leave places where you can hang different molecules off, right? And when you put those different molecules on, it can tell a protein where to go. It can turn a protein off until it gets to where it's supposed to go, and then that molecule gets cut off. It can turn a protein on. And so essentially what happens is in glycation, instead of having the correct chemical messenger that's bonded to that protein, you get a reducing sugar put onto that protein. That will not have the same intended effect for that protein as if its regular chemical messenger were there. Not only does it disturb regular cell signaling events, it also causes the proteins to cross-link to each other. So proteins that would normally be individual and be able to go off and do their job, they can't do it anymore because now they're linked to each other by these different sugars. So then when that happens, you start to make bigger structures that aggregate the proteins together, and then they accumulate in your tissues over time. Your body's not able to break it down efficiently, so now it induces a stress response that manifests as oxidative stress, diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that. So the glycation and the thing about the glycation events is the Maillard reaction doesn't happen in the body in the same way that it happens outside of the body. The conditions for it to happen inside of the body are easier than it is for it to happen outside of the body. So that's why it happens that's why it happens so quickly and so robustly when you're in a high blood sugar environment. So you're disrupting the regular cell signaling that happens when you have too much blood sugar because it starts to hang off of the little hook points that are on your proteins that are actually meant for something else. So think about it like bait. you're trying to bait a specific fish, but you got an invasive species of fish that comes in the water and is coming in and is grabbing all of the bait. So now all of your bait is occupied, all of your lines are occupied. So now you can't fish in that pond anymore.
Bang, bang. Don
Damn.
DeMarco. Shit like that.
Damn. Oh, so there's a huge relationship between amino acids and sugars, and
It gets
sugars.
even worse though, because if that didn't sound bad enough, now you add in triglycerides into the mix. Now you add in
Those are flammable, right?
okay, there's no burning in the body. We're gonna stop you there, sir.
All right, so you got
But
triglycerides, because I know
but here's the
glyceride
thing,
is
no.
flammable.
But here's the thing: not only do the proteins can they like start sticking to each other, but they can start sticking to everything else. So you get gluey. You know, you get a gluey situation where anytime you increase, you know, viscosity, you know, anytime you increase the viscosity, so that's where kind of the relationship with diabetes and high blood pressure comes in. Because as you start to take these small structures that should be easy flowing in the circulatory system and make them bigger and bigger, they put more and more pressure on the walls of the circulatory system to move around. So you start to build out, you know what I'm saying, a variety of problems. And then as you start to pass these oversized structures through microfilters like the spleen and the kidneys, now you start to put wear and tear on the kidneys that shouldn't be there because you have structures passing through the kidneys that shouldn't be there.
So what should we eat if we want to get rid of diabetes?
Well, we want to get that purple phase. No, I mean, we just want to go to the produce section, brother. You know what I'm saying? Spend some time and some money in the produce section.
Get your colors.
Get anything. Listen, let me just say this. If we, because you know,
white
a
people
lot of
allergic to
times,
plants and fruits and stuff like that.
no,
White men are allergic to plants and fruits and stuff. They won't eat it.
that is not a fact.
They won't eat it. They want a steak and potatoes.
No, white folks are just more easy to be brainwashed by the system because, you know, they have more visible evidence that the system is going to benefit them. But outside of that, yeah, see, because black folks and Spanish folks is getting raped, robbed, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get new people coming to the country, the first people that rob them is usually like police. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they don't have their papers. Illegal aliens. The police used to steal their paycheck all the time. Like, oh, you want us to let you go, right? All right, well, give me that money, and then you know what I mean. But yeah. So you know, they have a more of a trusting relationship with the system. That's the only problem. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So they're more easy to gravitate towards, you know, keto, you know, paleo ideology and all of those crazy things where people from the neighborhood just have a natural distrust, which in today's system is winding up being more healthy than anything else. It's a very healthy distrust that creates a second guessing.
Yeah, because white folks was lining up for the vax, and niggas was like, nah, I'm good.
So yeah, because not stepping into the vax trap, but what I'm saying is everybody likes carbohydrates. It is the natural
I do love carbs.
food. And it's the natural food. Like that's how Earth works. Photosynthesis. You know what I'm saying? But when people are trying to get into a healthy space, a lot of times they try to over intellectualize it, you know, and because on social media, everybody's trying to stand out as a fitness coach or a health teacher. Everybody wants to bang on, you know, like, oh yeah, don't eat kale because it's not, you know, ionic. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so the best thing to get started with is the fruits and the vegetables that you like. Period. Start there. get used to having a lot of those every day, and then start to build and add on from there. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy because it's about long-term habits.
I take my
And it's
kale.
easier to eat the things that you already like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you like carrots, you know, you're going to go on the internet and find one of these goofballs that say, oh, Dr. Sabi said don't eat carrots because carrots are hybrid and woo, woo, woo.
Carrots are too magnetic.
And they don't understand that person is just going to go get fried onion rings instead. Like, they're just going to go get an order of French fries. Like, they're not gonna go, oh, so what you wanted me to go to Honduras and get a leaf that grows on top of the mountain? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that journey to get acai berry. Like, nobody ain't that's not the thing that folks are doing. They're not going, oh, let me not get this carrot right here and let me go get this rarefied goji berry for $78 a pound. Like, they're just gonna go get the mashed potatoes that you get in the box or the Kraft macaroni. They're just gonna go get that. So in
So
comparison,
I actually
all the
did find a
produce.
goji berry wholesaler. I didn't mean to cut you off. I actually did find a goji berry wholesaler 5 pounds for like $30, which I'm
Wow.
about that. But go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a good price. I mean, that is a good price now, but that's
Yeah, for now it is. Yeah, but yeah, it's still there. The price of the brick has gone up.
goji berries should be the same as raisins.
Yes,
The
absolutely,
same price
For
as
real?
raisins. But
absolutely.
yeah, goji berries is like raisins from another country. It's not. But what I'm saying is the fruit that you like is the easiest one to
But
keep eating.
raisins are prunes, dehydrated prunes. Did you freeze?
Alzheimer's type 3. Samuel Jackson, starring with Sylvester Stallone. I just didn't know what you wanted us to follow that up with. I don't think Tanei knew either. We just both was like, okay. I think in Tanai's mind, he was like, oh, maybe that's for EnQi. Because in my mind, I was, you got it, Tanei.
Are prunes berries?
So
I'm gonna ask the Google demons.
what I'm saying is, it's much easier to eat the fruits and the
No,
vegetables.
prunes
that you
are
like.
not berries.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Aha.
So,
Aha.
well,
A
for
prune is a dried plum. So wait, what is a raisin? A raisin is it's a dried prune, I thought. No?
you never seen the commercials with the
Like
raisinets?
grape.
Is it grape?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dried grape. My bad. Dried grape. Dried grape. So are grapes berries?
Never seen those heard it through the grapevine commercials?
That's right. You right. They used to play that back in the
California
day.
raisins, the
The
singing
California raisins. Yes.
So, but I'm saying the
Are grapes
easiest-
berries? I think grapes probably are berries, right? Yes. Okay. So grapes are berries. Okay. Got you. All right. Interesting.
I know
Okay.
that bananas are berries.
Bananas are not berries.
We're just doing like wild trivia.
Bananas are berries?
Bananas are
Oh,
berries.
shit. You're right. It says it right here. Bananas are berries. Wow. Blueberries, cranberries, tomatoes are berries. Avocados are berries.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is a berry?
Something that people can eat consistently if they already like it from the produce section. Just want to make sure we get that in.
It says strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries are not berries.
Yeah, strawberries are like false. That's like the biggest false berry that people think is actual berry, and it's not.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that people keep calling it a berry, you know.
I'm so confused. What makes something a berry?
The person who names it. Clearly, because if a strawberry is not a berry, but someone named it berry, and then someone else found out that technically this is not a berry, but it's still called a strawberry, then I think the name is more powerful than the definition.
It says the fruit develops from a single flower with a single ovary. A fleshy fruit, soft skin, juicy pulp, multiple seeds embedded inside makes it a berry.
And see, we don't typically
Interesting.
think about bananas being berries because the ones that we get out of the store, the seeds, if they do have any, are really, really small. They used to be
Right.
really, really big.
Right. But you
Right.
kind of see those seeds inside the middle of the bananas. Yeah.
Bananas coming out of ovaries is crazy.
That's what it say.
No, but that's what it is. That's a fact.
Okay, so now goji berries.
I like goji berries specifically because they're really rich in astaxanthin and zeaxanthin, which those are really good eye pigments.
Oh, those are good for your eyes. I got some goji berry powder. I'm probably gonna take some tonight. Said coochie berries. Goji, Goji. I got some goji berry powder upstairs. When I get off this, I'm gonna make me a smoothie just to have some. I like to have like some nutrients overnight, so when I wake up in the morning and hit the gym, there's something there. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but it feels like it is.
What are you saying on KeMedicine, brother? What are you mean?
I have like a fruit smoothie at night.
No. But I'm saying no. That's not what you said. Let me give you the sequence of. I like to have some nutrients at night, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Like, wait, what? Just for the record, nutrients is the right thing to do at the nighttime, the daytime, the in-between time, the afternoon time, the evening time.
Because they know how they say you're not supposed to eat after a certain time because your body doesn't digest it or something like that.
No, your body's digesting all the time. Your body can be you can overload your body with digestion, doesn't have a chance to do other things. But
a smoothie is so easy to digest, it's probably okay to eat at night.
Now there is some evidence out there to suggest that your body's ability to process carbohydrates does go down as the day goes on because it's linked to the light outside.
Yeah, the nighttime.
So, but if I put the carbs in now, they'll be available when I wake up in the morning.
So let me just say this. I try to get folks to switching up the word nigga to nature. You know what I'm
I didn't say nigga.
No. I'm just saying I wanted to say because this is nigga shit right here. This
okay. All right.
Yeah, there's a category of things that happens in the world, and some of it is like it's nigga shit.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying you're exhibiting high levels. We need to get you a vaccine, cure you of nigga shit. Is just what I'm saying. I mean, right now you're infected. You're demonstrating coming off a HotepCon, and there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying. But this is what you wrestle with in the health space as you try to convince people to not satisfy their late night sugar gremlins. They start to find tricky ways to trick themselves into thinking that this is and then they start to find ways to trick you into also believing and indulging. Like, no, because see, what's actually going to happen is, man, then we had this conversation before. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and get on this workout. And so, yeah, I'm about to knock off this extra, yeah.
So the carbs will be there for me in the morning, right?
The carbs will be there for you in the morning, but they will also be there for you in the morning. Like, so if you have that smoothie at like 5 or 6 or 7, the carbs will still be there for you in the morning. Because remember,
but I gotta get my pigments in. I didn't get my pigments in today.
The fast twitch muscle is going to create that glycogen, and it's going to hold it till whenever you need it.
So I'm gonna put it in there tonight, so it's ready to go tomorrow.
Right. You see. So do you see? I'm just saying. Do you understand?
Because sometimes when I don't do my smoothie at night, I wake up with hunger pains.
I know. I got you. I just want you to, the relentless pursuit of late night sweets is.
It's not a common thing. It's not a common thing. It usually only happens on Tuesdays because I have 3 shows back to back to back to back.
Did he just put me in the mix?
Yeah, it's your fault. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. So we're going to go with Charlie Kirk, and then we're going to segue to EnQi is causing me to have Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah, you screwed up. Tuesdays I do my show and then I go directly to the Twitter Spaces, and after the Twitter Spaces, I try to take like a 20-minute nap and then I end up right back here.
That's crazy.
And somewhere in there I had food.
And then after this, you're sugar binging.
No, after this I'm looking to get some greens in there, get some blues in there, get some of that coconut water. Because I feel a little hunger in my stomach. I do feel a little hungry, so I just want to, instead of eating something bad.
Hunger is good though.
All right, but instead of
sleep with that.
No, but I ain't get my pigments today.
Sometimes you don't have to get it. If you can forget it. It's all right.
But I ain't had them in like a week.
Okay, well, see, good. Because that ain't had nothing to do with KeMedicine, buddy. That has everything to do with what you was doing down there at the karaoke bar. You and Mr. Your man over here, Trey Songz over here. You and Trey Songz over here over the weekend. Perfection.
I gotta make up. I didn't have nothing since I've been at Hotel Con, so I gotta. All I had was an elderberry and turmeric shot, some coconut water Thursday, and I had a salad either Thursday or Friday. But after that, it's been all downhill. It was, it was all downhill. A lot of chicken and beef. So I want to, get my body something good to go with.
You need to get a hose.
It was Thursday, right, Heather? I had a salad on Thursday. You'd have been proud of me. What?
You need a colonic.
I need a colonic. No, my butt good.
Nah, your butt is not good, bro.
Pause.
Colonic, man.
I don't want to hear nothing about grip strength. After what y'all just said, I don't hear nothing about me testing my grip strength. Nothing.
I got good butt. I got good butt.
Oh, he said, I don't want to hear nothing about grip strength. I'm just not going to even comment on what y'all talking about. Plug in your butthole. So we just going to leave grip strength out of this.
What's a colonic?
That's when they put a hose in your butt.
Oh, no. You told me that's not good. That's not comedic.
Well, listen, neither is whatever you had over the weekend.
What's the EnQi version of a colonic?
Center leaf.
No, not center leaf. I am not a fan of center leaf.
So what we doing, man? You got a book for that? You got a book for the shits?
For the shits?
I mean, that's what it seems like it's going to happen. Like you need to shit it out, right? You need to cleanse your colon. You need something to go in there, and I'm sure. Usually, what I do is I just take a fucking 2 cups of moringa, and that should have had me shitting for 3 hours straight. And that's that, and I feel great afterwards.
2 cups of moringa?
Well, not 2 cups, maybe more like 2 tablespoons.
Okay, Jesus Christ! I'm like 2 cups? You going to jail? Like you going to the emergency room. What are you doing?
2 cups is a lot. It is a lot.
2 cups is crazy. How would you even get that down? Like I seen this one dude back when we was like, I was going at folks about the sea moss. And he was like, yeah, I'm about to show you how to make a sea moss smoothie. And he went great. This is the raw sea moss smoothie. My man put 12 ounces of actual sea moss in the blender, blended up a 16-ounce drink. And like, yeah, look how thick this is. I did a video. I used that video for at least 6 months showing people why there are warnings about sea moss not being good for you. Sea moss blows up. When you put water to the sea moss, it gets bigger. That's right. Why that's a part of the gelatin. So if you put 12 ounces into your body, Like, no, that is not okay. That's not okay to put on a video on YouTube and instruct people that they should, yeah, the more the better. This is good for you. So the more the better. Like, oh, nope. He's going to jail. You going to the emergency room. So just please don't splice me together with him. Because, you know, people go on the internet and they mix up health information from a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Like, please don't mix me with none of these guys. They going to jail and you going to emergency room. I just don't want to be in their company. I don't want to be. And nobody told you to do that. I told you to put you like a half a teaspoon of Blue Magic in your, just put you a whole, you want to go crazy, put you a whole big 1 spoon in your smoothie. Like, don't you go crazy with these people.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of KeMedicine in the books. W's in the chat if you enjoyed tonight's episode.
Hey, but before we go, let me ask you a question. Do you think that the guy that shot Charlie Kirk should get the death penalty?
Yes, by Firing Squad, live streamed on Netflix.
There's a lot going on there.
I was that man. That's what I get for trying to violate the illustrious Hotep G. Like, oh, you think you're trying to one-up me at the close of the show. Let me show you how to do this, son.
Firing Squad, live stream.
Firing Squad, live streamed on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Why not Amazon Prime? Just saying.
Because I don't got an Amazon Prime account. So I ain't trying to pay extra for some shit I can get for free.
Why not on YouTube?
Because you should probably monetize somebody's death. You should make some people.
That's crazy. We just had the whole take earlier saying,
it's
don't
America.
Pull out your camera and monetize my death.
But this is America. This is America everywhere. It's about the mighty green dollar.
And this is a killer.
Tubi could work too. We could put it on Tubi. That'd be kind of cool.
Nobody's putting it on Tubi.
Yo, imagine your death being put on Tubi. I'd be pissed.
That's crazy.
Oh, your death sentence carried out on Tubi. You wasn't even good enough for Amazon Prime.
No, just put it on YouTube. Come on, man.
YouTube?
Yeah, or the gram. Put it on the gram, man. Put it on the gram. If not, it's a scam. You know, that's how it goes, man. Put it on the gram. If not, it's a scam. Okay.
That would be interesting. You get Mark Zuckerberg to sponsor and throw it up on Instagram. Yeah. Death sentence sponsored by Meta. Turn on your Meta glasses. You can see the death sentence right there in the AR. That'd be fire.
Tanei, do you second that notion? You think that Charlie Kirk,
as his PR manager, he's not allowed to speak on the Charlie Kirk situation, so please do not ask my client anything else about Charlie Kirk. He already said he sends his condolences to the Charlie Kirk family, his wife, children, and everybody grieving. Thank you.
Me too. I'm saying the same thing. Exactly that same thing.
He has nothing further to add on that. He got class in the 2 days, so we're gonna make sure he's there and available.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Thank you very much, EnQi. Thank you very much, Dr. Tanei Ricks. Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of KeMedicine.
Charles Darwin theory of evolution.
We out of here. I'm about to go make my smoothie with my 2 pounds of moringa and goji berries.
Rolling through the sand like a thought in disguise. The scarab spins truth where the cosmos collide.